successful ratings that previously couldn't reach. So.
She'll never count to 3 the same way ever again.
No, ever again. But having to raise children like this is definitely a positive effect.
Whenever
on
she
her
has
life.
kids and she teaches them how to count,
I'm gonna
she's
count
like,
to 3.
2, 3. I mean,
welcome, Internet. It's Witness Guild. I'm Mike Steiger, current Guildmaster. These are the guild officers. I'm just gonna start calling you guys officers because that sounds cool, right? Anyways, you guys, anyone that's at home watching, you guys are gillies. I think that's what we talked about. Anyways, who cares?
We have not talked about any of this.
Throw it in the notes, dude.
Gillies
We'll
in the
figure it
mist.
out.
Throw it in the notes.
First order of business, you may notice that we're having a hard time keeping people at the table. That's because it's Christmas time and everybody's got something going on somewhere.
It has
So,
nothing to do with any of us.
no, it's not like we
We're all
have personal
lovely
reasons.
it goes like in a little bit, just like a tiny.
Yeah, anyways, we're great. We'll miss you, Zoe.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's all I
we'll
noticed
miss
so
you.
far.
You guys are.
Zoe is coming back.
building more?
Just
Yeah,
clarify.
yeah,
This is a one-time thing.
She's just busy today. That's all.
Sure.
I think that's really it. Do we have anything else going on right now? I think that's it. We may be, stay tuned, throughout the weeks and whatnot. We're going to be trying some different things, so if our video quality kind of takes a hit for a little while, we apologize if the,
Can it get worse?
well, they can.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah.
be surprised. You would be surprised. Yeah, we're just going to be trying some things out over the next couple weeks, so just bear with us. Apologies. We're trying to find the perfect setup for this. But unless anyone else has anything else, I think we're just ready to dive headfirst into the deepest episode thus far.
There are 9 species of rattlesnake in Arizona. That's all I
Name
have.
them.
Yeah. I can't name all of them.
Isn't your
I could probably
username
make-
typically something to do with snakes?
Diamondback,
I could probably be pretty
Copperhead,
close.
Sidewinder.
Copperhead is not a type of rattlesnake.
Copperhead's a copperhead.
Copperhead Road.
Don't they have a rattle?
No.
They don't.
I think
Asking
we ha-
Google, 'cause I don't trust your
That is an
You don't
east.
listen to country
Google
music
it.
enough to even know the word copperhead.
And we don't have copperheads in Arizona.
I know reptiles now.
We
Anyways.
have speckled rattlesnakes. Mojave rattlesnake.
Those orange ones.
That's a speckled.
Oh.
Cue the credits.
Yay!
It's called confirmation bias.
Like-
I 100% heard a
Oh.
quote from
Oh,
Abraham
God.
Lincoln on the internet. I can't remember it, but I like it.
You don't notice
That's how half the people in our country vote.
because like after you
No,
put it on,
well,
oh, that was much better.
I would say more than half.
I would
At
say
least-
I'm gonna
at
say
least
85.
somewhere in the 85 to
70
90%. I'm gonna
Something
say
like
there's
75 million.
It's gonna be both sides.
I keep hearing the 75 million number. I'm
It's
gonna
gonna be
guess
both
at that.
sides.
Copperhead, snake.
here we are. Last time when we were
Look at
here,
that beautiful.
you guys had woken up inside of a ramshackle shack outside of a village that has yet to be named.
They look like
Luca's village. She said goodbye to her mother. You guys helped with that process. Just before that, you were attacked by 3 creatures, winged creatures, roughly humanoid, spoke a language you didn't understand. It was totally dope. I had a great time with that
They
fight.
raped us in the butt the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that was my favorite stream episode to date.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. And then after saying goodbye, you guys kind of set out on a direction, kind of undecided.
Did we?
Luca, if you want to text in what you were thinking to the DM or anyone else who, I wouldn't text Chris because he'll just go against whatever you say. The
Whoa!
rest of us will
Well, we know
fair
what she
play
wants.
this.
Fan is a.
Yeah, she wants to go through the north.
No,
That said, what are you
we
guys
were
gonna do?
we were going to the closest town to find a boat.
Okay.
Isn't that what we were doing?
I thought we were going to be checking out the island.
We were strongly
No,
encouraged.
to find a boat
Right,
to get to
right.
the
I
island.
get to yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go to the island as well.
Yeah,
My understanding.
I think that was our decision.
Has anyone noticed that Luca's being awfully quiet?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's upset
She's
that her
probably mourning.
Yeah,
her
yeah.
mom passed
Mourning
away,
her mom.
and she's
Devout
gonna be
silence.
very quiet
Yeah.
the next few hours.
Until next Tuesday.
Yes. Yes. So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, so we're gonna head just a tiny bit southwest
Okay.
along the shore.
Would I know where the coastal towns are?
Yeah, no, you know exactly based on what they've told you that this is probably the closest outpost to Aurora. Which
Okay,
is
I'm going to say maybe we should go to Aurora. This is the closest town that I know of.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good with that. And we can go find a boat. We can make our way back to this weird creepy island thingy.
what
Just take a
in
peek.
shit is that?
And get back to my damn cornfield
Gotcha.
in Goodfellow.
I just make crunching noises
Yeah.
about the corn.
Yeah.
So you guys start heading down south. It's not a difficult journey. The weather is pretty mild. Skies are gray. Lots of birds kind of flying around you. Different types of winter-esque creatures kind of making their way out, getting ready for the coming impending cold front that will no doubt be here. But aside from that, and the deep blue-green
Good to
of the
know.
ocean, not really much in your way. You guys are just headed straight there then, huh?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're just gonna go straight there unless anyone else has any kind of detours they want to do.
Luca? No? Okay.
Not really.
I mean, now we can go back and raise Luca's mom from the dead.
She definitely won't
Mom
have
would
a
just shakes
problem.
his head no.
She would kill us.
Okay. So as you enter the proximity of the town, what you notice first is a large log wall, kind of like Lincoln logs,
Log of wall.
that surrounds a pretty decent perimeter. There is a dock that kind of protrudes off of it, and that's really all you can make from this vantage point. There are, parapets and apparent watchtowers or stations. You can see movement up along the top side of the wall. The wall itself is probably about 20, maybe more feet tall, and is broken up in about 10 to 15 foot sections before it makes the next segment, and it seems to just kind of make this ring around the city.
If you guys would be interested, I could just levitate us over that wall. We don't need no gate.
All four, five of us.
Guanaco
Hmm?
makes the sound of arrows and
Are you
arrows
sure?
that you're concerned.
You think they'll attack us?
I think what he's saying is last time you did that, he got shot in the chest with an arrow.
You need to learn to let things go, do you want to?
We can try it. Can you
I'm gonna
levitate?
levitate.
Can you levitate my big
Yeah.
ass?
Yep.
As he levitates me, I'm just gonna start flapping my ears.
Are you under 500 pounds?
Yes.
No,
Let
her.
me here.
I
I
think
don't
we
know that
decided
you are.
I thought we
I think I'm like
established.
560 or something.
Oh, I thought we established she was under.
Oh, I'm 750.
Holy!
Wait.
Never mind, your big ass is too big, sorry. Let's walk.
As you walk around the town,
I'm coming back down.
you find
No, you're not. I didn't know
It's
that.
Bert. Bert.
Yeah.
you come around the town, coming
Use my
almost
trunk as a rudder.
from the it would be. Sorry, I'm trying to orient myself. Coming from the northwest is a dirt road. That road just seems to get lost in the forestry around you. The trees, as you kind of glance more westward, seem to have a thicker, more abundant nature to them. This, as you get closer to the coastline, seems to thin out a little bit. Here and there, you're seeing travelers as they kind of come down the road. Seems like a reasonably busy place. Not too fancy, but fancy enough. There are some guards that just seem to be kind of complacently standing guard. You don't get the vibe immediately that this place is, under attack very often. One of the guards, an elderly human with a deep scar across his chin, like just his jawbone. He has some graying hairs, not too many. Pretty tall guy, 6'2", stout. And accompanying him is a slender female elf with bright golden eyes and a deep bronze tan that kind of contrasts the environment that you guys are in right now. They don't make any exceptional notice of you as you walk through the gates and don't seem to hassle you.
Before we walk into the gates, I want to cast Disguise Self and just present the same Naboon touch, just clean.
Okay. Yeah, I would say for the amount of change that has to happen, it's probably
Probably a
only
little
pause-worthy of like just a
We
quick
slept
like
in a
double take.
hovel. I don't know about you, but I've got dirt in places I don't want to talk about.
And I haven't showered yet, except for the rain. And a tree fell on me, and then yeah.
Wonka just grabs his water skin and kind of like bird baths himself. Buffs up the feathers with some water.
There's no.
Right, if you're looking for a place to stay, get a clean bath, you know. You could always stay at a Red Cask.
One more time?
The Red Cask.
Red cask! Sounds good.
Thank you, Guanapo. I didn't hear him the second time, but you made it very clear for me.
Human apparently has no volume filter that you can tell. Many people at this point have turned to look at you, and you see someone go like, Red Cask, okay.
Quietly, I want to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And I want to come up behind his head and snap and see if he responds.
There's like a light jolt, but he doesn't look quite the direction that you would expect him to. He doesn't react the way you would expect him to.
Right.
Welcome to Aurora. Aurora is a very small town. No more than 1,400 people live here on a regular basis.
Okay.
It's maybe a mile and a half wide at its widest points. There are a couple different housing developed pockets that are around, and most of this information you would have. The main area is towards the center of the city, where a river that comes in from the sharp south, and just kind of follows the coastline and then breaks into the main port area. There's a small bridge that runs that river, the Auroran River. And across that bridge is the most notable of all the locations here. It is called the Guild Hall, and it used to belong to some of the aristocrats that were trying to settle this area. One aristocrat in particular, who then their family went bankrupt and sold it to the city, who now uses it kind of as like a social meeting, gathering, sometimes a trade market, things like that. But the building itself actually sits on the bridge and spans the entire length of the river.
I want to go up to someone and say, excuse me, do you know why the river is named after, it's named the Auroran River? Is that named after someone?
Right, well, I could tell
Perhaps a legendary hero named
Aurora.
Auroran.
Aurora. Well,
Aurora?
Aurora was quite the female companion. Word is that she could fight just about any foe, but unfortunately she felt a tetanus. Pricked her finger on something sharp. I'm not really sure what it was, and well, we lost her. This was several hundred years ago now, but. Quite frankly, it's a beautiful story. If you'd like to, there's some libraries that have books on. I'm sure you can find something on the whole topic at the hall if you'd like.
That's very interesting. Where's the nearest pub?
The Red Cask would be your best bet.
Red cask!
Sounds like Ishmael.
Yeah.
Not quite there.
That guy was loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very informational then.
Yeah, this is you're speaking to a male elf. Seems like a nice guy. Very rugged appearance to him for elves, kind of dirty. Has some gray in his golden hair.
Can we see the sea or the ocean right now?
Yeah, from where you're standing, you can see the horizon of where the ocean would be, and you can see the puff of clouds that are
Can you
developing.
see the tower?
Which tower?
The floating island tower thingy?
No, you can't see it from here. The buildings here are, they're modest, but they are purpose-driven, big.
Okay.
They're made from simple muds and woods, and nothing here has an exceptional pizzazz to it, but it is definitely capable and hardy.
So, what is your name, good sir?
Right. I'm Ciola. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
I'm sorry.
Ciola.
Ciola.
Ceola.
Ciola, thank you.
Ciola.
It's wonderful to meet you, Ciola.
It's very nice to meet you.
Have you been outside the city, or have you been a little closer to the shoreline recently?
No, I actually tend to stay up towards the forest more. I'm a bit of a hunter, if you will.
Okay. Well, we couldn't help but notice that there was this strange tower that seemed to appear out of nowhere. I was wondering if maybe you knew something about it, or maybe someone who would know something about it.
Yeah, little island thing out
Yeah.
on the island.
It did have a tower on it, right? I'm not making that
Right,
up.
I
no,
don't
but I
recall
do know
the
that there is
tower.
a fantastic therapist here in town who is more than willing to help people of all walks of life, even somebody as
I'd be willing to promise you that a
notable as
therapist
your-
would not be able to touch this mess.
Well,
But I appreciate your information.
of course.
Thank you.
Do you have like
Just walk
temples
away.
here or something?
tables,
Temples?
temples.
Like a place to
What is it? Temple?
to prayer?
Do you
or
always
something?
stutter?
I mean, it's not real polite to make
Right.
fun of people's, especially bigger.
Or
than
suggest a
stutter.
therapist after just 3 sentences.
Yeah.
Walking away.
Clearly, you guys are not from around here. Well, you're gonna have to grow some thicker skin. I'm surprised from somebody of your lineage that you're so sensitive. However, yes, there are places of prayer. If you go to the great guild hall, you are capable of going up into several of the different towers that are dedicated to multiple deities of the region.
And if we wanted to buy a boat,
I mean, you'd probably have to talk to a shipwright for that one.
could you aim? I know it's going to be up against the shore, so don't be too smart with me. But do you know where I could go, like north-south from here to the shore to find
Are you
one of
actually
those?
trying to purchase a boat, or are you trying to garner
We
safe
would probably
passage?
like to just, garner some safe passage
Right.
on a ship that might be going out.
Your best bet is, without being too smart about it, by the water lane.
I'm going
Do
to
you have any
cast.
specific
call
names
that
in
one.
mind that
I'm
might
not
be able
a
to help
water
us?
goer myself.
No.
I just tend to stick more towards, the
The
forest.
water line.
Do you like beer as well? You want to come grab a drink with us?
No,
maybe?
I have some
Maybe?
business to attend to, but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
guys
going to
are
cast
wonderful.
minor illusion behind him, and in Guanapo's copy of Ishmael's voice, he's going to scream.
Minor illusion?
Yeah, minor illusion. I can
Can make
create.
sound.
Let's say yes.
Can make just a sound,
You
but
can
not an
create a
image.
sound, or I'm just making a sound.
Okay, I thought you were making
No,
an
I just
image.
want to
apologize.
Guanapo's sound of what was it? Red
Red casket.
casket. And
Red
that's what-
Caskin! What does it sound like?
Red casket.
Yeah, it's surprising. You watch
I
me
would
kind of
remember.
like ducks and like,
Where's that fucking Ishmael at? I'm gonna go have a word
Just
with
walk
my
away.
compatriots.
Side note, it reminds me of Andy Samberg from Parks and Rec, where he's the park guy and he's just yelling the whole time.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
We're
animal.
gonna take a left
Yeah.
here. He's just yelling.
Yes, I'll have sexual intercourse with you.
And as we walk away as well, I'm gonna sprout a little
I
flower
love
on
it.
his head with my druid craft.
you see him kind of reach up, and
As we walk, it's just real discreet.
this guy is just very confused as he leaves you. You guys are standing in probably what would be the most northwestern section of the town. If you wanted to go in further into, there's a very clear road that delineates a path that kind of splits the town in half, and you can see there's a section where there, in front of you, there seems to be some sort of smaller bridge that is there's no way this could be the bridge, but it may be some sort of wooden feature that allows people to kind of cross without having to go through the guild hall.
What time of day is it?
It's morning, if I'm not mistaken. You guys are.
Do we know what time bars
Not-
open at this?
I mean,
They're open.
this is like the Wild Wild West here.
Because me
Bars are always
and
open.
Luca have been through so much. We need a beer.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You keep asking
Oh,
around,
okay.
and everybody turns you to the Red Casket. It sounds like maybe this is probably the only real libations establishment that exists in this town. As you approach the outside of the building, you can see the whole front of the building is designed to look like a cask, even though there's very clearly a square or rectangular building behind it. The front of it looks like the face of a cask, and where the spout would be is a door.
Is it red?
It is red. It is kind of faded, like a faded barn effect.
The people here are real
and-
creative.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a very dry attempt at artistry.
Yeah.
You walk in. It smells like old ale. There's very clearly a second floor. There's probably about, I'd say, 8 tables in the bar area, and there seems to be one person who's just kind of sweeping up the floors. He's kind of off from the actual bar itself. He looks like a human, male. Has a very square face and tangled silver hair.
Is everyone with me?
Yeah,
Has
we all
some
came with.
bright gray eyes and kind of walks with a slight limp.
We help
But-
ourselves to a table.
Okay. You sit down and as the innkeeper, whoever it is, kind of notices you sitting there.
Ah, yes. Well, hello. I am George Gear. I am the keeper of this fine establishment. How may I be of service?
Guanpo, you want an ale?
Hello.
Hello.
And then I do a glug 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 noise.
Yeah, we'll take two ales, please.
2 ale.
Maybe
Yeah.
3.
3.
Yeah.
What's your special?
Our special is that we have no special.
I'll take your best thing on tap.
We
Wait,
have
do they have taps?
Yeah, I would hope so.
many taps. We have our
Considering the door.
red cask ale,
Right,
We have-
that's right.
the red cask mead. We
Sounds
have.
good.
Oh, very well. I will be right back.
Yeah, we'll
And he kind of bows.
red cask ale.
As he walks away,
I can't help but wonder. Are you hungry? Would you like something to eat?
Are you
Corn.
serving breakfast or lunch?
Ah, we have venison, freshly brought in, steaks. I don't know if you consider that lunch or breakfast where you're from, but
Do I see any of the food around us?
it is you
I look at
5
you and I'm like,
and
Yeah, no.
Do you have any
that's-
eggs?
fresh out.
Freaking-
I apologize.
Or like
Fresh out.
I give you a
vegetables.
very dirty look.
Vegetables. We may have some left over.
Yeah, if you could just bring us whatever vegetables you had, that would be much appreciated.
Of course.
Yeah, no on the venison, please.
I'll
If you
have
ask for
venison
egg
as well.
again, I'm
It's
gonna
too
have
close
to.
for you.
I'm gonna have to
As
pop.
well,
pop
there
you.
seems to be only one of you that wishes. Are you?
She said she's gonna have the venison. I said I'm gonna have
I
venison.
think
as
she
well.
said she
Pass.
passed.
Oh, you
on
passed.
the
Oh,
venison.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be
My
rude.
apologies.
I
I
apologize.
will have the venison.
Of
I
course.
think her ass end is venison.
Is that? No one knew I wanted a taste of that thing.
he turns and walks away.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
We made eye contact. It was weird.
It was weird.
So what you're saying is you like these ass.
I have an open mind
I have an open mind.
He just wants my ass.
and an
That's
open
all.
mouth.
I mean, who doesn't?
Or deaths.
He returns after about 5 minutes.
Sorry, Debbie. Nobody wants your ass.
Whoa, what? Debbie's? Whoa.
Oh gosh.
Don't lie.
Yeah, there's one of us here.
You did what? Something change?
No.
So.
Let's not get that.
Oh my god, guys.
Moving right along, he comes back. George comes back with
Oh my
5
God.
mugs. He places them on the table, and you can see floating behind him is a small platter, maybe pewter of some sort. And on top of it is like some carrots that are a little wilty, and
It's just
Ah.
floating.
yeah, it's just floating behind him.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. I'm gonna try and tip it on.
You watch as you try to tip it.
Why are you so rambunctious today?
The-
Yeah, I know,
The
right?
plate just kind of
Mm.
and resettles
I
itself.
will bring the Mage Hand over, and the Mage Hand will clap with me.
You pick up your hand and you just hear this slight
Well done.
What?
Would it make noise?
no, but just for him,
Why
it's
wouldn't it?
Huh.
because it's not material.
You can grab
influence, it
things.
can influence matter, but it's
Right.
not like I don't know. Sure, it makes a slight puffing sound.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody's like.
It's more of a
dancing
fan
with their
noise
mouth
than
open.
it is a clap.
That was very impressive. How do you do that?
I believe that you yourself are capable of the things that similarly I am capable of.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, is that a carrot?
It just lands on the table in front of you.
Goodbye.
What's on the plate?
Thank you very much.
What's on the
Well, you
plate?
come back with the beer?
He brought you guys your.
Okay.
Goodies.
I heard
What's on the platter?
vegetables.
There are some wilted carrots. There is
Yeah.
one beet that looks like it is very untouched.
Dibs.
There are some Brussels
Those
sprouts.
fatty you.
It's kind of a wide variety of like hardy ground shit. Like
God.
a lot of there's a potato,
Right up my alley. I'll
maybe
take
a
potato
radish
too.
or two, but it's
You
meat.
can have the radish.
It is not a feast by any stretch of the imagination.
I just kind of throw a bunch of my beans and go. Just chop it.
You know, it's so fascinating to me that we go to all these places and meet all these weird people, and we manage to outweird them every single time.
I mean,
I'm okay with it.
I love it.
so, yeah, I feel normal, but as I chew into my
You-
beet.
We're not normal, so
I don't see what's wrong.
Yeah. Just big old red teeth and face. Hey. Yeah. So, are we staying here for a night or two? Or are
I
we
mean,
like,
it's morning. I'd say let's go find a boat.
you don't want to like see what this little town's about? Maybe a little mini vacay. Are you in a rush?
No, I'm in no rush. But what if that island magically disappears like it appeared?
Gregory,
Hello.
are there any shops?
Hello.
Hello.
Shops, you
Are
say.
there any shops nearby? Anything worthwhile worth checking out? Are you guys famous for anything? Is there any reason for us to stay here?
If
Any
you'd
of them?
like to
Very pointed.
look at the guild hall.
Is this town a shithole or not?
I didn't want
Well,
to say it
I-
without saying it, but there we go.
I found it to be
Must
rather
say
pleasant.
that your directness is refreshing. It is a shithole.
I think we should mosey.
As someone who comes from finer cloth, I would say that my presence here is more of an affront to my people than any kind of boon.
More than a what?
Where are you from?
Boon.
If not, here.
A discussion for another time. Is there anything else that
Did
you
you say
need?
he was human?
Yeah, he's
He's human. Okay.
gray, like silvery gray hair that's like kind of knotted together, and gray eyes, slightly.
I don't really have any other questions. Do you happen to know? Could you the guild hall you mentioned?
Seems to be the only place worth dabbling, if dabbling is your sort of thing.
Personally, I think guilds are lame.
Yeah.
It's not quite a guild. There are many things there. Quite a bit of commerce, but you seem well outfitted and
I
capable.
wouldn't mind a little shopping.
Out of curiosity, what brings such travelers as yourself to poor little Aurora?
Well, we were in the shadow realm, you see,
Yeah.
and we
The
were fighting a
shadow.
giant catfish.
Yeah.
I kind of punch your arm a little bit. like-
What?
A catfish.
Yes, it was
Do go
basically
on.
a giant catfish.
Did it have tentacles?
It did. It had tentacles.
You
and-
just have to like remember to tell
Start
this story to
business
other
over
people
there.
when we leave. Is kind of how we keep our adventuring selves alive. You know.
Right.
My name's Phan, by the way.
Phan.
PH. Yeah.
PH.
This is Darling Guanapo.
Darling Guanapo. Hello.
You can call him just Guanapo. It's not.
Darling
Guanapo.
Darling's a little, unless you like Darling Guanapo, it's up to you, I
Well,
guess.
wherever Phan comes from, I'm sure he'd like to call her Sister Guanapo or something.
Yeah.
Brother Guanapo.
Yeah.
How many times
I'm
we gotta
not
do
gonna
this?
lie. I'm
Friend
not gonna lie.
Guanapo?
This is like the 5th time. You can watch it. Play it back. Play it back. You and I have said the same thing at the same time at the same tone like 5 times tonight.
I know, it's great. I've
We are
watched it too.
in sync. You are playing Guanapo perfect right now. I broke character.
Yeah.
I think I do.
Now I'm lost. I don't know where we
Yeah,
are.
you guys want to go shopping, or we just want to go find a boat, or
Well, I know you want to go shopping. Where do you want to go?
I don't even know what I want. I just have like
You know what
a
I
little
want.
bit of.
I would like to know your name and yours as well, and your friend, your quiet friend over there.
Yeah, that's Luca, who should probably go find us a room, maybe, Luca?
Are we planning on staying the night here?
I mean,
I
that's
mean,
what
if
the
we
guy
want to
yelled
go
at us.
shopping and stuff, we can spend
That
the
doesn't
night.
mean that we have to do it. I mean,
That's true.
We had
The guy
other-
yelled at us.
Do you do what everyone yells at you?
I mean, I'm just not used to people in town screaming things, so.
Ah, I see you've met Ishmael.
So
Yeah, is he famous?
Used to be the town cry, but got an upgrade.
What do you mean? Used to? Seems to still be.
So maybe we can stay here, go shopping, find a boat,
My name is Naboon.
and
It's
spend
very
the
nice
night,
meeting you, Naboon.
and then
Her name is
leave in the
Odette.
morning.
Fascinating. And Luca, the one
that's
who's looking
kinda what
for
I
the
was
rooms.
thinking.
Well, I
Okay.
must say that this is the only establishment that I know of in this shithole that you might be able to find some sort of accommodations at. If you'd like, I can prepare some rooms for you.
I believe that hardly seems necessary.
I mean, I'm okay to hang out for a day, leave in the morning.
You want to hang out in the shithole for a day?
Well, we should probably ask and see when a boat is leaving first.
Oh, it's boats coming in and out. In
Oh,
fact,
okay. Yeah, but
this
direction
small-
is kind of our issue.
It would seem that fate is telling us that there's nothing here worthwhile and that
I
moving
mean-
on is our best goal.
well, sometimes it's best to go against fate. Fate's a fickle thing. Fate is testy and impetuous. Sometimes the greatest secrets lie just below the surface of fate.
Like the Shadow Realm.
Right, I would not say that that was a great. That was a rather bad time. We lost one of our friends there.
Yeah, we did.
Undead fellow, you would have loved him.
Undead, you say?
Mm.
He
Fascinating.
was a very nice man.
Did he die fighting the catfish?
Insight check. Can I insight check him?
Was that DM slip for us out? Was that this guy's
I
fucked
feel
up?
like it was intentional.
That's a
He was
nat
asking
one.
very pointed questions.
You're not even really sure you heard what you heard.
Oh man.
Poker just kind of stares at you. Can I roll an insight check?
If you'd like, but just this
Guidance.
Okay.
No guidance on insight checks.
If you want to get in on a check, get in on it when the first person goes. Especially insights, because eventually, if we do it 6 times, somebody's going to get a decent roll.
Not a nat, but a 20.
He very, very composed. Was about to say another word and corrected himself.
Gonako's gonna quickly reach into his bag and start sketching out the aboleth from his memory.
Okay, easy enough, yeah.
I want to show it to him.
Yes, this is the catfish that you had spoken of.
Yeah, you know,
Head at you.
you know that thing.
It's actually not a catfish.
Oh, what is it?
Perhaps you might already know.
Perhaps I do.
Your
Perhaps
ears
I
perked
don't.
up rather quickly when I said Shadow Realm.
Indeed.
Do you know anything of it?
The Shadow Realm
Hmm.
is a very mysterious place and
Indeed.
incredibly difficult to get to. Incredibly hard. More hard. Harder to come back from.
Actually, it's pretty simple. You just have to command an all-powerful being to take you there.
I'm gonna reach into my party pouch and pull out 10 gold and point at the picture again and kind of offer you the 10 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
In case you don't understand what's happening, he's trying to get information from you.
A 2.
Darling Wanapo. You don't need to persuade, you don't need to buy or bribe. Everybody knows the children's stories of Abernath. However, in my travels, I have yet to meet one. Simply intrigued by... What was your party's name again?
The Mercenary.
Mercs of Maize.
Mercenaries of Maize Madness.
The Mercs of Maine.
MMM.
And their
Yeah, we actually own a
Plants.
corn farm even. Yeah, just to go with that.
adventurers and agriculturists. How very delightful.
You guys could use some corn around here.
Corn.
Yeah,
Yeah, poor little Guanapos almost.
heck of a crop.
I'll reach the requisitions officer.
Yeah, yeah.
If you should ever come across more Abernath, and
Oh, would you
perhaps
like us to bring them to you? They're quite agreeable folks when you steal their consciousness with a spell.
I'm trying to.
spells, you say? You conquered this beast with a spell.
Time out. What were you going to say about this aboleth?
Perhaps, maybe if the gods didn't know, but if you were to bring samples of foreign and strange creatures to me, I might be in a purchasing mood.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper sneakily. Actually, mind link response. I wanna telepathically communicate with Phan.
Ah, good one.
Phan, do you have any of the Yagi-Gama fungus?
Goop.
Yes?
Yes.
You can communicate with me.
Oh.
Mentally. I should have picked someone smarter. Oh, Dad. Do you have any of the Yagi-Gama goop left?
I do.
Perhaps you could sell it. Personally, I don't think it's worth the effects that it caused. And if we can make a little...
I mean, I don't
Coin
really
off of
care to
it.
sell it. Oh,
Just a thought.
I happen to have 2 vials of this fungus. I might be able to interest you in one of them. It's not from the aboleth per se, but another creature we've dealt
And
with.
which creature might that be? Maize, Merc.
I make
In-
the sound of the Yagi-Gama under my, like, just very low.
Fascinating. Does it always do that?
That's the sound of the beast we found this thing from. Goodfellow. You heard of Goodfellow?
I have heard of Goodfellow.
Yeah.
Great misfortune recently befell him, if I'm not mistaken.
No, do
I
tell.
mean, yeah. How recent are you talking? Because we left there not too long ago.
How long has it been?
Couldn't have been more than maybe 2 months back.
Yeah. We, our good friend here built an orphanage. And,
By my bare hands, it was a sight to
unfortunately,
behold.
Somebody as meek as yourself. Very surprising
it was
to hear that.
The
More the
power that I have
financial
will astound you. sir.
hired people to help him. And, yeah. But anywho, we had a
Flex my little
monstrous
noodles.
attack on this orphanage. Took a couple orphans. This monster, they called it the Yagi-Gama.
Another children's fairy tale.
Yeah, well,
I hope you don't delve strictly in fairy tales.
we killed
well,
that
it's
thing.
not a
We
fairy
go
tale.
wherever God tells us, and if he deals in fairy tales, then that's his fault.
And which god might that be?
His name is Mike.
I like Sylvanas
Sounds like a
myself.
douchebag.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
But
Where's that fourth wall? It's broken.
I did happen to get a couple vials of this goop. We
He
actually
extends his hand and it like folds out like one of those like Japanese fans like.
I'll like place one of them in his hand. We actually know that it can do a couple things for you. It gets you some night vision if you're not into that, and it also can really mess with your brain and where you're at, and it's intense, put it that way. But if you're interested in purchasing, I do have 2 of these vials. I would like to keep one for
I'll give you
myself
50 gold
for the one.
for the one.
That seems like a ripoff.
I'm just curious what your intent is with these kinds of things.
Intent is not part of this purchase. You can either take the 50 gold and rest assured knowing that it's in good hands, or
That's the thing, though, is I'm not sure it's in good hands. If you,
well,
we can chop 10 of that gold away if you just tell me what you're going to use it for.
so you'd like to
Purchase information
Purchase it.
from you. Yeah. I will sell it to you for 40 gold plus some info.
how about 40 gold? And we call it a deal.
No, I'll go back up to 50. Wait, what? I'm confused as hell. If-
Phan doesn't seem very good at handling.
40 gold, and you tell me what you're going to use this for, study it for. Do you have other things you do with this? Do you have a lab somewhere?
Do you touch
has
yourself
things
with
that
it?
They do with
Because I'm a
some
little
things.
curious.
Curiosity killed the griffin.
Are you-
friend?
Are you going to try to, I thought it was the Tressum. Are you going to use this in some way
everybody uses something in some way, darling.
That's not true. Damn it. Alright, 50 gold, it's yours, I guess, friend.
And he reaches into his pocket, pulls out 50, he pulls out 5 platinum, and he drops it in your hand.
Is platinum like big
It's-
money roller?
10, it's basically walking around the top.
Does it look like he's got a fat stack?
Interestingly, when he stuck his fingers in his pocket, it just looked like a small, like you know, like that jean pocket that nobody knows what it's for?
I hate
He
that.
basically stuck his fingers in there and whipped out.
He's got a bag
5.
holding his fucking pocket.
You can have this. It doesn't roll off of me.
Right
Where's
on.
Go ahead and mark that one
Well
off.
said.
Is there a way we could keep in touch with you, in case we come upon more items? We're from across the pond, and it would be rough getting back over here.
Well, he owns this place, right?
Right, but I don't want to make the couple-month trip every time I find something weird.
Fascinating. Do you know how teleportation works?
I've heard.
There is a circle available in the center of the guild hall. If one was smart enough, perhaps they would trace the runes or make a copy of the sigils, and then they could teleport whenever they wanted. However, I do recommend alerting the guards. They keep that particular area under constant and intentful surveillance.
Do you by chance have access to this and could show us? Or is this,
Everyone has access to that one. That's probably the most.
that one?
There are many teleportation circles everywhere. I'm surprised such boastful magic users that you don't know more about teleportation.
No, we had
in
no
general.
idea, and this would have been good to know.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should talk to your handler, assuming you have some sort of handler that manages your quests.
Naturally, he's away right now, but naturally we do.
Maybe think about reducing his salary.
Is there perhaps a teleportation circle on the other side of Ether?
There are plenty. I'm sure you've heard of Cedar Gatling.
Indeed.
Yeah. Are you from Cedar Gatling?
A question for another time.
I don't.
Can I insight check that? I'm gonna. I want to know where this man's from. Damn it. 18.
You do not get, based on his facial movements and things
Yeah,
like that.
accents.
Yeah, doesn't strike you as somebody from PC
Okay. Okay. Or like anywhere in my
Like
area,
regional?
regions, either like
I mean-
Goodfellow region, or like he knows where I'm from, and he pointed me out and said your type of people, and I just wanted to. Oh wait,
Well,
no, that was the other guy.
I
Just
mean,
kidding.
you're. Well,
We don't
you're-
want to backtrack that. I'm unique, I know. There are not too many Luxodons running around.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's good. How much?
Fabulous.
How much for the beer?
1 gold.
I give him a gold.
Catches it.
I'll pay for me and Guana Post.
Just 1.
Oh, just kidding. Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Odette.
You're the best, Odette. You awesome mofo. Should we go check out this hall? And yeah, should we go check out the hall?
Yeah. Oh, can you reserve 2 rooms, please?
2 rooms. For the
Well-
5 of you.
It would seem that perhaps our travels are about to either take us through a teleportation to the circle to the other side of the continent, or perhaps to a scary island in the middle of the ocean. Do we really need a room?
Do you know anything about this scary island in the middle of the ocean?
Okay, yeah, we get it. You're creepy and want information, but we're not talking to you anymore. Goodbye. So, do you guys?
I would like to know about that. Do you know about that?
I don't know about that.
Well, of course, it
We
doesn't
don't know
matter.
about that either.
I mean,
We just saw it and we want to go.
magic user who knows about things that we don't. I figured maybe he knows more.
He doesn't seem willing to part with any of his information.
Yeah, true that.
You see, he just walks around the bar. He limps his way around the bar, and then stands roughly in the center, maybe a little bit to the right, and just stands.
To hear us.
And just stares.
Hello.
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 What was his name?
His name was George Gare.
Oh, George? I wrote Gregory.
I'm gonna cast my
Pretty sure I
illusion
said George.
and just
I
put
think
a
I
wall up.
combined the names in my head.
As you,
It's only a 5-foot square.
yeah, he just,
Put a door right in front of him.
you see him go to raise a hand, and then he just steps to the side.
And I just move it to the side.
Steps.
Move it back.
It's this awkward game of just
That's
like,
fine. I'll play as long as he wants. I guarantee I'm more stubborn, good sir.
he just turns and
Thank
grabs a
you.
glass and starts polishing it.
Is he wearing shoes with shoelaces?
my
Not that you
God.
can see from here.
This is turning into It's Always Sunny at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we should make our way onto that hall, talk to some guards, figure some
Do
shit
you
out.
do your rooms fill up fast?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me? I can't see you through this wall.
Oh, Dad,
What have we
I don't
left
think
exactly?
I don't think we need to
No,
worry
he's
about the
he's there. He created an illusory wall between you guys.
illusionary wall.
Oh, all right.
Illusory.
Illusory
Yeah, we
wall.
could go check out the thing.
It's called the hall, damn it! It's a hall.
I keep shifting the wall as we walk away, just to where you can't see us.
You are a petty son of a bitch. And we're gonna make our way down to the hall, middle of town.
Okay. The hall is a very interesting place. As you approach from the outside, it's this kind of garish building made of stone that is just really over the top and sticks out. It's no taller than any of the buildings around it, except for maybe a couple of points where there's spires. And this might be the towers that George had been referring to.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
The first part of the building is kind of like a rampart that leads up to a large, like 30-foot archway, side to side. It's only about maybe 15 to 20 feet. It's long and it's wide. Or it's wide and it's short. Compared to some of the other ones that you've seen. And the wooden doors are rolled up right now. And there are people coming in and out. There's a couple fishmongers in one corner. There's kind of just a variety of trade, beads, tableware, hay, straw, horses, just a bunch of different kind of commonplace traders. In the center there is, you can see this glowing ring that has these different magic symbols around it, and there are several guards that are posted up around it. The guards wearing a very plain metal banded armor that has like leather elements that show here and there that make it more comfortable and functional. It's not very pretty. And you see as you enter, there's kind of like this ramshackle handiwork banner that says the Council of Orbs welcomes you to the guild hall. As you kind of start moseying through, what are you guys looking for?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to a guard, ask who his superior is, and find that he.
Okay. As you approach a guard, he's standing there. He has a pike in his hand, and it's planted. Looking down at the stone, like there's almost a dent in the stone, and you get the feeling that these people are positioned at the same place and expected to stand in the same spot every single time. And as you approach him, try to talk to him, you hear this kind of like gruff, like, "I'm on duty."
Sorry, sir. Could you move your eyes in the direction of someone I can talk to?
"I'm on duty." And as you kind of like sit there like frustrated with him, somebody bumps into you, and you kind of like turn and look, and there's this kind of scraggly looking tabaxi, and he kind of like puts his hands up like, "Friend, yes, the guards, not to be trifled with. If you're looking for some form of lawful leadership here, perhaps maybe you try the jail."
What's he look like?
Yeah.
Tabaxi, like a silvery golden fur to him, with gray spots that have like hints of black. Looks older, has long whiskers, that kind of like white mane that cats get as they get long into the days. Wrinkles around his eyes that you can see. One of his eyelids kind of droops over a little bit. Wearing a simple leather armor. Hardy.
Excuse me, good sir. Have you ever heard of the name Shiraz before?
No. Have you ever heard the name Quindeth before? Nope, we have used that word. Never mind.
I was like, yes, we have.
I was like,
Have you ever heard of Gamul before?
One more time.
Gamul.
Gamul? No, why do you ask?
Well, why do you ask?
Curiosity.
Same.
Okay. Then I guess we both have our curiosities unfulfilled.
Better watch out. Curiosity killed the Tressum.
And he turns and walks away.
Yeah, someone got that one right finally, guys.
I'm gonna grab an arrow from my quiver and I'm gonna kind of show it around.
Arrow? You need a arrow.
More.
Oh, we need more arrows. Yeah.
I'm like, what are you saying?
Yeah, we need a place to buy some arrows. I would second that. Did he walk away?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
I don't need
Damn it.
anything in town, so I'm just down to do whatever you guys need to do.
Okay. And as I look around, do I see any like little shops or any keeps or any tiny
Make a perception check.
things?
Metal dice.
23.
As you look around, the thing that catches your eye the most is a male human. He has long gray hair that is incredibly well kept. It looks very clean. He has these dark brown eyes and a nose that looks like it's been broken, but also has like that bulbous tip to it. He's probably in his early 30s. He wears a dark leather armor that has many like little component pouches all over it, and you can see several daggers kind of sticking out, maybe throwing knives. And he's just sitting on top of a series of crates, just kind of flipping a silver coin in his hand and observing everything that's going on around him.
Hey, brother. You happen to know where we could go purchase some arrows or
Weaponry.
weaponry?
Brother, you say?
That's just a.
And he kind of hops down.
You wouldn't happen to be one of the fine filters of the world, would you? You know, somebody who removes the inappropriate or perhaps rotting or festering parts of the societies around them.
I mean,
If we were, would that be a bad thing?
you got money?
I've seen him eat rotten food before, if that's what you're asking.
I think I know you.
Oh Lord.
I'm scared.
You're Phan, aren't you?
Hold on.
With the PH.
I was gonna say, is it with a PH?
Yeah.
I don't know any fans except for the ones that blow on you. And you're not quite the windbag that that sounds like, but you're an assassin.
I'm not. I'm not. No, sir.
And you see he peels back part of his
You
armor,
got me.
and there is a golden tulip with a dagger behind it. And looking at it, like you're like, oh fuck, I've seen those before. Like this is one of those Assassin's Guild things.
Can I
and, like,
insight check, Phan?
Go for it.
What was the badge? Like golden tulip?
It's a golden tulip.
Can I cast guidance on
And it has
myself?
a dagger kind of crosswise on it.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Not this quick, because guidance actually takes a minute to cast.
Oh, you're right.
And what is this guy? Is he human?
Can you see me?
I happen to know you. I've heard
11.
about you.
Phan doesn't have a lot of facial changes, and the tone of his voice is just pretty rumbly in general. It's very difficult to make out whether or not he's uncomfortable in this moment.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard of me before, but you by chance know where we could, go purchase some things, or is there a temple we could maybe hop in and say some
Temples
prayers? Or...
upstairs if you'd like to pray. I always heard you were the more religious type. However, what are you doing all the way on this side of the interior?
Do I
city?
recognize this person?
Not really. In your line of work, you run across many others who do your job. And while there are some that are mythical and legendary, you're definitely considered one of the upper echelon masters of your trade.
Yeah, man. You can call me Frank for one.
Frank, right?
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm not trying to. You're not working right now, are you?
No, I mean
Are you?
always working. We are. We're actually trying to look for a teleportation device to get on home.
I see. Well, you might be stark out of luck here. I can help you find a great many things, always for someone of your renown. But magicians are a bit hard to come by in these parts.
That's fair. And then we also, my friend Guanapo here, he could use some arrows.
Arrows we can do,
I would-
but we'd have to leave the hall.
That's fine. We can leave the
Okay.
hall. Do you happen to know what temples are upstairs by chance?
I don't. I'm not really a purveyor of the. It's not my lane. You know what I mean?
What are you doing here? Just curious.
There's some work that led me this way, and there's some quite awful raptors that were holed up here, and well, let's just say I pruned some of the branches.
Fair.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm so rude. I forget that names are an important thing around here. Gere. It's very nice to meet you.
Gary?
Gere. Gerey. Gere.
So am I to understand that you two are an assassin?
I should hope that you've been traveling with him this long and know that by now.
Phan isn't one to talk too much.
We may have not disclosed many things to the travelers we're with.
Apologize. Was not my intent to.
You do seem to have outed him quite a bit.
Yes,
You
I
may-
feel quite shameful about this.
You may want to be a little more quiet in places like this.
Well,
just
I
for
mean, if you
future
can't tell it,
reference.
he kind of like looks around and literally nobody gives a shit. Like it's the most ambiguous feeling you've had in just about any town where like nobody looks at you.
Fair.
So, you're an assassin.
No.
Right, shall we
Not
off to
how
the
that
crafting
works.
course?
I would love, yes, please, yeah.
Shall
Let's,
we?
You are the most
And
bumbling
he
assassin I've ever
leads you
heard of.
out
we shall.
through the far side into the more this would be the southwestern area of Aurora. There is a building that smells like charcoal, and you can see a small wooden sign just kind of stapled or nailed to the front of it that says the crafting cart, and there's like a hand-drawn arrow that's kind of crooked, and a sword that looks like, like 8-bit makes this thing look like shit. And just it's simple. You walk in and there's a human just kind of leaning over a forge, hammering away, tink, tink, and he turns around. Right, how can I help you?
I would my arrow out.
Guanapo would
Right
like to
there in the quiver.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to look at it.
It's a quiver of arrows. It seems to be that there are a couple of them set up. Each one has about 20 arrows in it.
Okay, I'd like to buy.
Yeah. How
Two
much
of them.
you want?
5
two?
coppers. 5 coppers for 20.
Yeah. Throw him
Two.
a silver Guanapo
For 2.
for 2.
Catches the silver, puts it in his pocket.
Anything else I can do for you?
I don't know if any of you guys want like armor or something while we're here, maybe.
Do you have any kind of bits of armor?
Bits of armor under the shelf there, and he kind of like points in front of you, and you look down, and there's like just mismatched Tupperware versions of armor. I mean, they're basic. They're not very. It's not like you guys are shopping at the Ritz here.
Is Gray still with us?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
sitting outside.
Gear
Alright.
Hooray.
The way I read it.
Get it.
Gray.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Get it.
All right.
Do you know of anywhere in town that might have healing potions or anything of the like?
No, you'd be hard pressed to find that around these parts. It's not exactly the biggest facilities around here.
Yeah, people don't like to be healed. I often find that's the case.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No. Good luck and don't get in situations where you need to be healed.
Yeah, if no one else needs anything, we can go about our day. I would like to go back to the temple personally. And, Nabuntosh, just between me and you, I think you could use that portal.
You think that's something I'd be able to activate?
You might need to learn it, but I don't see why not.
Should we go back and take a second look?
We're gonna have to find someone willing to help us on that aspect.
Right, help you said. I can help with just about anything. What do you need help with?
Are you knowledgeable in the arcane magics?
No.
Okay, then you really
You
can't
know
help
about
us.
the teleportation circle
I
and
do.
who uses that by chance.
Well, anybody can use it. It's like a GPS location that would allow you to immediately appear on that circle from anywhere else on the continent.
Yeah, I
But you
get
have
that.
to have the arcane capacity to channel.
Yes.
It's not just something you can draw on the ground, hop on it, and disappear. You got to be able to put the the oomph in there.
Right. We were hoping to learn that, if you know what I mean.
Oh, right. You're looking for a pretty powerful wizard in that case.
Yeah,
Nice
you
to make your
guys.
acquaintance.
Yeah,
Not a wizard, but powerful.
It's cute.
yeah. I would say that the gentleman at the red cask inn, he seemed to be the wizarding folk.
That does check out. I think maybe he might be able to help us, but
Considering Gary outside says their wizards are currently not here.
Right, I'm not actually outside. I'm kind of just standing in the doorway. That's
Oh,
why I've been
but
offering to help you, otherwise it'd be
I
kind of
didn't know
awkward.
if that was the store guy or.
No, he has a much deeper voice than that.
Okay,
It's like,
fair.
Right, I have a much deeper voice.
that's a
Fair.
very subtle difference.
Yeah.
Right,
Should have caught it.
Irish is really.
It's
good
the
at
ears. They
putting
they get
everything.
everything. You know, it's
All
just
directions, I
all
get it.
directions.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah.
But
Gary,
if you
would
ever need someone to tune your lute, there's nobody better.
yeah, true that.
Perhaps I'd take you up on that offer. That's what you mean. I'm not sure if that was an untimed or not.
Yeah.
No,
I wasn't
he's
sure
got it.
either.
He's got it for it.
Right.
Well,
Looks
two.
like he's got two. Aw,
Yeah.
beat me to it.
Yeah,
Damn, you both are fucking funny.
Thank you.
Gary, if you could maybe take us back to the hall, unless you know anyone else. Well, there's a library here, right? You say.
Right, it's actually upstairs in the hall. It's just kind of there. It's more like a take one, bake one situation where you take a book and maybe you put one back, or so it's not exactly well kept. There's not like a librarian or anything like that.
That's fair. Well, guys, Mr. Nabuntosh, maybe you either A, want to go to the library, or B, go talk to our friend at the Red Cask Inn.
I don't think that he and I are quite on good terms. However, I do have an idea, and I snap my fingers and I transform it into Jeremiah.
Okay.
Perhaps if I go in as this old fellow and make nice, you'll tell me a thing or two.
Yeah, he might notice
Doesn't
that.
hurt.
I would like to, if anyone wants to come with me, you're more than welcome to. I would like to go to one of those temples.
I think we should split up then.
Yeah. Kwanpo, you want to come with? Right on. Gary, I assume you want to go to a temple?
I don't think you're saying that right.
No, you.
Yeah.
Right,
It's the accent. I can't do the Gary.
It's Gary, but I mean,
Gary.
see,
Yeah.
at least one of you's got it,
The deep
and I'm
voice.
pretty sure he can't even speak.
If I hold my trunk, I can say Gary.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I won't hold it against you.
Yeah. Sorry, it's the accent. But yeah, if you're more than welcome to tag along.
Absolutely.
We can talk some things if you'd like. And
Whatever you'd like, I'm here to help.
Luke and I will go with you guys too.
okay. Yeah.
So when you say split the party, you mean send him off by himself?
Yeah. It seemed like a bad
How does
idea to
that
me
work?
too.
Well,
Uh,
he's seen
for
everybody,
you.
right? So if he
Well,
wants
that's
to disguise
I heard you were
himself,
part of the Mercs of Maize.
Yeah, that would be this
And you guys
Gaggle.
just let your most powerful member just wander around all by himself all the
I
time.
would like to point out that he said I'm the most powerful member.
That
You're
was-
darn tootin'.
And
Self.
I also
inflicted.
think
You
that
said
maybe we
you
should
were
have some
powerful.
form of
Yes.
policing
So I'm
behind
just taking
him.
liberties
If
based
you
on
want
what
to
I've heard so far.
keep
It's
track of
accurate.
our friend who's mischievous over here and likes to
I've
cause.
never been mischievous a day in
Yeah,
Jeremiah's
no,
life.
I know.
You're
Not
talking of Nabuntosh, that guy. Ooh.
That is fair. I remember some Jeremiah mischief in myself.
No, there was
but-
no mischief. He was a kindly, straight-shooting fellow.
Yeah,
He
fair.
just took some drugs, too.
Yeah, that's where we were going with that.
Alright, Luca and I will go with Jeremiah.
Yeah. Thank you. If you need me, you
I'm
can
a
tell
goddamn adult. I don't
Perhaps
have
we,
babies.
We can
meet
talk.
up at the circle in about an hour. Sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds.
Are you joining our group?
No.
Fantastic
just-
with a PH, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Never gets old, Phan.
Thanks, Jeremiah. Dad jokes, you know.
I'm not your dad. What?
Huh?
Should be.
You get to the temple.
Okay.
Great. The guild hall, busy as always. There's a spiral staircase in the corner. And looking at it, you're like, man, really glad we didn't bring the horse person with us for this. It is a tight squeeze for you. You make it to the second floor where there is like, as Gere said, there's bookshelves and there's a lot missing, and it looks like at one point in time maybe this was a very regal thing. Like there could have been like a study. That corner would have been great for reading. There's a fireplace, you know. And just over time, it's kind of degraded into like a more public library.
Yeah, just a little
And then
pass a
there's-
book along,
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah.
The little things on the corners in front of people's houses.
Just, yeah.
Take a book from your book,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. It's a little ramshackle.
Yeah.
Each corner, opposite or away from where you're at, north, south, east, west. There are further staircases that go up. You don't really get a sense of, from just looking at them immediately, which one's which.
Okay. No symbolisms or anything that might say, hey, this one is for like Sylvanas or Mathon way or like Dime check or
Make
like,
an investigation check.
like an Aaron or Melanus or
I'd like to see if any books stick out to me. Are there any like art sections or anything?
Make an investigation check.
19. You can roll pretty good in that when it's not fighting.
Not me.
I haven't rolled
Is
yet.
it insight or investigation?
Everything I rolled has been above 16.
Investigation, right?
Yeah, investigation.
7.
We'll get back to that.
Sure.
Yeah, you want to put you stay here, look for some books. I'll be right back.
First one that you come to
That's what I'm coming with.
is, from what you can tell, dedicated to a god named Daksha. You're not sure. Make a religion check. Actually, hold on. So you see Daksha's on the southern tower. The northern tower belongs to Adraste. And let's see who's the last one. Fascinating. It would be the eastern tower. Belongs to Lytix. Lytyx. Make a religion check for me.
I don't have any of those ones written down. Oh man, another good roll. We're doing so good today. 20.
Lytix is the god of hatred.
Oh goddamn.
Typically only worshipped by those who are particularly evil. But Astra is more of like a neutral live and let live god. Has a very easygoing, you know, the winds come, the winds go, the waters come, the waters go. Very and then Daksha is it's a more northwestern kind of tribal wanderer religion, but you do recognize it as the traveling band groups, the help me out here, nomad nomadic god of creation and population.
Okay. Do I happen to know what pantheon these are from?
So you know the first one, or the one that I just described to you, would be from the northwestern nomads that kind of span the desert and the incredibly tall pillar-like mountains that kind of poke through the holes in the clouds. You've heard of them. There's supposedly a way that they traverse those. It's fascinating. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Adastra. Jesus. Adastra. Jeez. Beats. Adraste. Adraste is from the south, where you're not quite sure what the landscape is like or what the people are like, but typically you see a lot of dwarves.
Yeah.
That will fall into that band. And Lytix is a demonic god.
Okay. Right on. We're gonna go into the north. The one that I noticed is from the northeast or northwest. Sorry. The nomadic.
The nomadic Daksha.
I don't know who any of these are, but well, I've heard of them. I just haven't prayed to any of them. And yeah, I'm gonna go up there with my staff and whoever's going with me.
If I don't find anything, I'll go with him.
And I would like to.
Most of these books are written in languages that you don't read. They're interesting. Some of them have pictures, but there's only a couple, and they're very. Some of them are like notes from travelers, like a notebook from a traveler that like maybe they left it around so that they could gain some infamy or something. There's basic children's books that you recognize. Nothing really jumps out as a worthy read necessarily, unless you're looking for something very in particular or you're just browsing.
Like I said, I was just looking for art or whatever. So,
Art?
yeah.
There's one art, tasteful nudes and tapestries. It is it's a velvet purple book with gold. Like it probably was meant to be very fancy writing. It didn't come out perfectly. And inside are some pretty decent sketches of like the first page is like a tapestry that depicts like a kingdom, and then the next one's just a naked chick, and then the next one's a naked dude, and then more tapestries. And
I'm gonna
you
grab
just
it
flip
with
through
me. I'm just gonna grab it and I'm gonna follow him. And
Okay.
if I get bored up there, I'll pull it out and kind of cruise it. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up there. Did Garay come with me?
Get
ready.
ready. Not.
Okay, he stayed down. And I'll go up there with Guanpo. And I'd like to take out my staff and just sit down. I'd kind of like to just draw myself a little circle on the ground with whatever I have in my pocket, just dirt, whatever you can find. And just sit in the circle and have a nice little prayer on us having a safe travel back home, and a little bit worried about my family. Haven't seen them in a long time, type of thing, and it would be nice for us to just be able to get on the western side of things
Yeah.
a little quickly and
It's
easily.
probably being recognized as far away from home that draws out that homesick feeling. But you say your prayer, and Guanapo kind of steps in and just kind of like leans his back up against yours and is flipping through a book behind you. It's comforting.
Yeah.
And you feel a little bit more at peace with the day as you collect your things and prepare to walk down the stairs. You come to the Red Cask Inn, and
Before we go in, I'm gonna say, Odette, we can't be seen together. He'd recognize you. You and Luca stay outside. Give me a couple minutes. If anything goes wrong, I'll yell, Red Casket! Okay?
Red casket.
Cascade.
But Guanapo was the
as
only
you
one.
shout that,
okay.
there's a couple second delay, and then you hear and door like rips open. Damn it, Ishmael! Fucking guard.
Anyways, you stay here, try and blend in. Maybe put on a top hat or something. I'll be right back.
Alright.
That's gonna cover her ass.
I'll just stand here and whistle.
on her ass. Put a top hat on your ass.
I'm gonna.
Give it a little snowman
Draw a
nose.
face.
I don't know. Yeah.
A little long, hairy nose, little top hat, googly eyes.
I'm gonna walk in. Hello, good sir.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is George.
Hi, George. My name is Jeremiah.
It's very nice to meet you, Jeremiah.
I have a quick question. I am supposed to actually teleport to the other side of the continent, but for the life of me, I don't know how, and I was wondering maybe you could help. I've heard that you have some knowledge of the arcane. I too have
Maybe
dabbled
the
just a
second
little bit.
I love this. Yes. You rolled a good roll.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Fascinating.
Right in the
You're
eyes,
supposed
yes.
to teleport, but you don't know how.
Yes, I've never figured it out before. I've never done it. You see, I'm from a different town, so this is all new to me.
Well, I apologize for your misfortune. I
Yes, thank you.
won't be able to help you myself. Perhaps, maybe down by the docks, you might be able to find some sort of wayward wizard that has an interest in helping those who are lost, or perhaps a mad mage who doesn't want to.
So was I misinformed? I was told that you were the person to see specifically.
I'm a serendipitous sorcerer, that is for sure, but perhaps not the one you're looking for.
I don't know. I was told by name to come and see you.
If there won't be anything else.
Well, I suppose not. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
And I turn and leave. And then
What-
cast minor illusion behind me and put up a wall to walk away.
What went on in there?
Well, shit.
And I
So
just
nothing
transform back
good?
into It didn't work. That motherfucker's not very nice. He's not friendly.
He didn't give you any information?
None at all. And I put on my best old man eyes. You wouldn't believe it.
You're old man.
Well, that's weird. It didn't work. Because that typically works on me.
I know it works on everyone. It's a perfectly inescapable charm. When the wily ways of Nabuntosh doesn't get it done, Jeremiah is always there for me. But not today. Well, he did say we should go down and maybe find a wayward mage or wizard who might be able to help us out.
Go where?
Down to the docks.
Down to the docks. You said down.
You said just go down.
Oh, down to the docks. My apologies. Down to the docks.
Interesting. Well, we have to go there anyways.
We do
so.
have to go there anyways.
Perfect.
So. Do you want to go punch that guy? I kind of want to go punch him.
Oh, I'm punch Mike in the face right now. What's
No,
going
I'm
on?
looking at Lucas' stats and like clearly I have not been monitoring this shit because like holy fuck, I've made some massive mistakes allowing this to happen.
Uh-oh.
Should you want to run?
Nope.
Nope.
Everything's legal. I'm just in danger.
How funny.
Well, anyways, I think we should make our way to the docks.
Well, we had to go grab Phan and
They said to meet at the circle, right?
yeah.
Yeah, well, let's go find them then. That was loud.
Lucas stops you as you guys kind of start walking away, and you look behind you. She kind of like pulls you off to the side in front of a small building. There's flowers and stuff. It's very aromatic right where you're standing, and as you kind of turn and look, you can see the door to the Red Cask Inn opens slightly and then shuts. That's it.
I really don't like that bastard.
Do you want to go see what he's up to? Do you want me to go with you?
Well, I do have my rod of invisibility. Maybe I should try and sneak my way in. But I don't think that would be very good at
Flippity flop.
sneaking in.
Well, yeah. I was just gonna say. I was literally just looking.
You hear
It's like disadvantage on
wonderful.
stealth.
Okay, to be fair though, she's getting used to magic. It's not something that
No,
comes
I
to
was
her brain.
literally on
Yeah.
my spells already.
Unless by some weird chance you have this
I'm
magic spell
gonna-
called Cast Without a Trace.
I'm going to
That's-
cast silence on myself.
Silence.
I don't think that
Is
works.
it a fixed point in space or is it an object?
It's a fixed point.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere
I don't
centered on an object You choose.
Jesus, I forgot my password, guys.
For the duration, no sound can be created within a or pass through a 24.
Centered on an object. Does that mean that object can move and it would
It's
stay on that
centered on a point you choose.
Oh,
It
I don't
can't
like
move
that.
it.
Yeah, you
Oh.
That's what I
doesn't-
used. That's what I used to get rid of Nigel. Remember, I basically
Nigel.
silenced him for the magic,
Mm,
and I couldn't move it.
okay.
Right?
Yeah. Then I will do pass
I
without
miss
trace.
Nigel. I loved him.
Yeah, he
Were
was
you,
fun.
were you
He was
disappointed that he died as
I
well?
was.
Yeah.
Big plans for him.
I had big plans for Nigel.
Well, that's a lovely spell. I think we should try our way in now. And I'm gonna pull out my invisibility rod and make us both invisible.
Okay.
And we're gonna try and
You and Odette.
Luca.
Luca, can
You stay right here, Luca. There's no room for Luca. It's just for you and I. We can only fit
Okay.
2 people under my little umbrella of
I would
invisibility.
say Lucas stops you by grabbing your hindquarters and like very clearly tells you that like
Yeah, she
half of
wouldn't,
a horse
she
is
wouldn't
walking
want me
through
to
town.
go.
No, there's like half a horse
No.
walking through town right
It
now.
only covers a certain bubble
Doesn't cover your
space,
entire
so
body.
Alright.
your ass end would be hanging
I
out.
stay. You can go alone. Good luck.
Well, then alone I will go.
As you walk past the inn, you can see a sign on the front that says "Closed back in 20." Make a nature check for me.
Nature boy. Randy Savage.
I do that to myself all the time.
What?
I'm just watching, sitting there going like this all the time. It's like my favorite. I roll my dice all the time.
All the time.
Well, now that we create our own dice, I'm always like, what can I fix? Like, what can I, I'm just always
What improvements can be made?
10.
There is a trail, footsteps, and as you start following them,
Sneaking, stealth.
yeah,
Just wanna-
of course,
Yeah. Okay.
of course.
I will
You start following them. They wind kind of back and forth. It looks like whoever they were was trying to avoid people, avoid objects, and as you kind of put it together, like avoiding, like dancing between people so as not to bump into them.
so cute.
The path gets kind of muddied at one point and a little difficult. There's a lot of cross prints. You pick it back up and you start following it, and you follow and you follow and you follow, and you realize just before you're about to hit him that you're standing behind one of the guards at the gate, and the footprints lead exactly to where he's standing.
Can I do?
You get the feeling that you may have lost the actual path
Hmm.
of the footsteps leading out of the inn and have instead followed somebody else.
Ooh.
And that's where we're gonna go to halftime.
I was about to say, Guanaco
I'm good for
looks
one roll a night.
fantastic.
I'm so excited. Well,
Very interesting turn of events.
yeah, we're gonna have to
we'll
talk
see
about
what
that.
happens.
We'll talk about it during halftime.
You can't talk about
You
it.
can't tell me what I
Gamer.
can't
We'll be right back. We're gonna get empty bladders. We're gonna get new beers. We're gonna get hyphy, and we're gonna get ready for
So,
the second half. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At one point in her life, she had 11 toes. Then she ate one. Her name is Christy. She'll be painting art.
first time I got chlamydia.
That was the first time.
And he's never gotten rid of it since.
Well, I'd be dead if that.
Welcome back to Ludinesco.
Heart issues.
We got empty bladders. We got frosty cold ones. We got a story to tell. You guys were in Aurora. You went and did some praying. There's a hall. It's interesting. It's got a sigil in the middle. Teleportation circle. You guys went and saw this guy sneak out of his office, his building, his inn, and then lost him. You're standing at a guard gate. You're standing in front of a flower shop. You guys are standing in the guild hall. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna head back straight to Odette and Luca.
Easy enough.
Well, it turns out that I'm not the best tracker, and he managed to slip me, the wily bastard.
In the building?
No, he left the building.
Oh, he left the
He
building.
left the building.
The tracks weren't
I
fresh.
followed the
or-
tracks, but it's like, you know, a lot of tracks. It's a pretty bustling city, and I probably even followed our own tracks, if I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, well, let's
But,
go find
Yeah, let's
Phan and
regroup.
Guanapo.
Yeah.
See what they're up to.
Worst comes to worst, I think we come back to this inn and we just fucking destroy it, and then
I
we'll
mean-
go find the guy in question.
Not destroy it.
Man.
We're here to find a boat, not destroy shit.
I would also like to be talking to Gary a little bit.
So we'll start making our way to the circle.
I'm curious why, other than job related, what's Gary know about me, for one.
Right, well, there's not many Luxodons that participate in this craft, if you will. So you're a little bit infamous and easy to pick out, I'm afraid to say. But, you know, some of your kills, like that one that you did with the guy that was on the balcony and his girlfriend was down below, legend. It was unbelievable. Or how about the time that you slipped the that noble that poison flower that he was allergic to? That one was pretty crafty. I had to study that one for quite some time to really understand how you did it. It's just well, you're just a capable person from what we understand.
Yeah. Little advice is to try to do things a little more creatively, as opposed to, you know.
Yeah, well, Merc actually have taken more to kind of doing like a dual-handed thing. Maybe I could get your opinions on it. See, I have this dagger and he whips it out, and it just like, as he whips it out, like maybe a little too emphatically, there's like this droplet that he just like, and like manages to bat with his sleeve and just, it drips poison continuously. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
And he puts it back in the sheath, and he's like, and he pulls out a sword. He's like, and this one has an endotoxin on it that'll take your life in about, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes if you're lucky. And he puts it back in. And I just think that, you know, maybe it's just kind of like a dual-handed thing, like, you know, oh, we get in an argument and maybe, you know, I scratch him a little bit and that's all we need, and then I can run away, and then he dies.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to track.
Yeah, you should think about doing something maybe not so face to face, you know.
I mean, I do like to be, you know, a little bit closer to my work. You know, I mean, I'm not, of course, you being, you know, who you are, like, of course, I mean, I'll definitely take it
That's
into
fair.
consideration.
That's fair. Just curious, jobs here. You have finished your job here? Or are you still working on it?
I actually finished a couple weeks ago. I just kind of am a fan of this place. Like, it's just so charming. Like, you know, if it wasn't for what I did, maybe I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer. And so I just kind of have.
That's fair. I so much don't like this place, to be honest with you. It's a little, as the guy at the red cask said, it's a little bit of a shithole.
Oh, well, you know, that's surprising from somebody with such a backwater personality or background as yourself.
Yeah. I know I'm from pretty podunk areas, but I don't know. It just seems.
That's fair. I mean, to each their own. I wouldn't want to go live where I grew up, you know?
You know they have an evil temple upstairs, right?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, you know, that's kind of like a fairness thing, don't you think?
I don't know if I.
There's some weird folk that come through here. Everybody needs to pray.
That's fair, I guess.
As long as you're not hurting anybody else, like, what's the harm?
To each their own. To each their own. Fair enough. You by chance we seem to be struggling with the whole getting teleportation going.
I honestly don't know where you might find that. To be perfectly honest, though, and I'm assuming at this point you guys are on the second balcony.
Yeah.
There's a small window. Guanapo, as you're kind of observing this, like, rather fascinating image of a woman human woman, draped across a wolf, and, like, very carefully holding apples in front of the good bits. Phan, he kind of, like, leans out, kind of leans out of the window and, like, looks out towards the ocean. He's like, if I wanted to know more about teleportation, well, there's kind of just this random formation out in the middle of the water over there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there last week.
We noticed that as well. It was a little skeptical for us. I guess that's not a bad place to start.
I could get you on a ship probably for free if you really wanted to. One of the little fishing vessels I know out here. I do kind of deals with him. I buy his fish as soon as he comes off because, you know, I do like my fresh.
Yeah, teach their own. I like vegetables, and that's kind of why I don't like this place because they don't have many. To be honest with
This
you.
is definitely a hardier place. If you're, you know, probably a lot more southern. If you're looking for, you know, big vegetation.
But I will take you up on that offer. We're supposed to meet our friends downstairs here in, I assume, a couple minutes.
Guanapo looks up from his book for a minute and just kind of pats his belly and says, "Fish. I like fish."
No, we can get you fish, Guanapo. If you
I mean,
if you
I
like,
do
I
have
can.
these, and he kind of pulls out like 4 dried sardines. Open?
Open. He just kind of darts to try and get them all.
Yeah,
See, hold on.
and I'll kind of like
Do I need to roll for
dexterity.
what are you rolling over there?
Each one.
The first one hits you in the chest, and the other 3 you just like, and then you grab the one on your chest, and you.
And I'll kind of give him a gold under the table for that.
Oh,
Just
please!
like
It's the least I could do.
Yeah, you're being real nice with us with the fishing vessel and
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
helping us out. If you need anything, man, just let me know.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm doing pretty well up here. I just, you know, I'm trying to, I don't know, really figure out what I want to do with my life. It's, I don't know, being this far away from Gatling and from, you know, the eastern side of this continent is just so turbulent, and over here things are just kind of simple and easier, you know?
Yeah, I've actually noticed that. If I had a place to stay, I probably wouldn't mind it myself, but
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But frankly, I'm just happy to assist where I can.
well, thank you very much, Gary.
Of course. If you'd like to, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way, take care of some errands of my own. But if you'd like, I can meet you down by the apparent storm. Say 2 hours from now.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds
Fantastic.
good. Yeah.
I'll see you and your compatriots there then.
Yeah. Safe travels, sir.
You as well. And he departs. Blends in with the shadows incredibly well, and after a second, it's very difficult to pick out where he might be in the crowd. Within short order, you see your friends approach in the middle of the guild hall, and
What's going on?
She has an N95 mask.
she wants to be safe.
Willow, come here.
She's carrying it around.
Where did you get it? It's just in her mouth.
Probably.
Trying to be safe, guys.
It was
Can you
out
tell-
back.
Your lip
Safety
is so
for
red
dogs.
right now, Jimmy.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, it's been used and abused. That's a sanding mask, not a COVID mask.
He said it
That's
is
so
red
funny.
for
Oh,
the
was that the one that
puppy.
was outside?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny.
oh that's funny.
I'm pretty sure there's poo on that.
I did not know
Got
you
some
mixed
poo
to
on
change
me.
colors. That's
yeah.
wild.
I get
I've
red.
never seen you blush that hard.
Are you serious? Debbie
Not
Blush
joking.
gets so
Get
red
her,
so
get her
easy.
drinking. She'll turn red.
Yeah.
I get red very easily.
Or talk about her butthole.
Or that.
I mean, we've talked about Debbie's butthole plenty of times. That was like blood red, man. That was like her shirt.
No, yeah, I can turn red like in a second.
Yeah, she blushes
Get some
pretty quick.
vodka. in her.
Well, no.
So, I'm assuming you guys watched it.
Yeah, okay, now shut up. Hold on.
Yeah,
I have
and-
something
and
to
he-
say. Yep,
I got
yep,
a boat for us
shh,
for
come
free
on,
to the
that's
channel that we
it.
get. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'll let you go first.
I'll let you.
Thank you. That was very gracious of you.
Yeah, anytime.
You've
sir.
already said what you
You're
need to say.
still talking. Anyways, so I was right about that barkeep. He is shiesty as fuck. He is lying to us, subterfuge like you wouldn't even believe, and he knows something about the teleportation circle that he will not tell me. And that was Jeremiah, and I was damn charming.
You were damn charming as Jeremiah, huh?
Damn charming.
That's fair.
And he didn't see through my ruse. He didn't recognize me until I wanted him to, of course.
Right.
But I saw him trying to sneak away, and I tried to follow him. But I am not one with the Mother Nature, as it would seem, and I lost his tracks.
Well,
The point is, we should find him and kill him.
I don't know about the
Well,
killing.
Why do you
part.
want to kill him? What's the point of killing him?
I didn't like the cut of his jib.
I mean, he doesn't have to tell us everything he knows. He doesn't even know us. Why kill him for that?
And there's a lot of jibs I don't like. If I went and killed every damn one, we would have no more jibs.
Speaking of you and killing things, so you're an assassin.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Gary.
Well, I feel as if I'm going to be traveling with an assassin, that's information I should be privy to.
In fairness, you've been traveling with me for like weeks now.
I know,
Maybe 2 months
right?
when we first met.
That's true.
But
So who are you trying to assassinate? Who's your mission?
I don't have any.
Oh,
I'm
over
not
a year.
doing a job right now. Don't worry.
Do you have plans to do jobs in the future?
No.
What about your friend? Is he on a
About
job?
11 weeks.
Oh, wait.
I think that he
Damn.
No, that
has
was not
finished
months.
his job here.
Holy shit.
But
Wait, so he already killed someone here. Was it in this town?
according to him, yes. I
He
don't
didn't
know.
kill Luca's mother, did he?
No, I don't get into people's business.
He's
To be
small
honest
tier.
with you.
Luca's mother passed away because she was old.
Yeah.
Or so we think.
Anywho,
I just don't know what to think of you anymore. You're an assassin.
all right, you just asked to kill somebody. I mean, you'd think that
Right,
I would be
that-
your best friend at this point.
Due retribution is different from paid to kill. He has slighted me, and I do not appreciate it. Nobody turns away Jeremiah.
Yeah, well,
He didn't know you.
Right, and I
Would
was a
you-
lovely old man.
Yeah, but would he come up to you and ask you questions and you would literally give him all your information you know?
No, I'd probably kill him.
in fairness,
Catfish.
Gary,
I probably would
because the
stop.
DM is rolling dice, Gary told us that he would give us a boat.
Wait, who's Gary?
Gary?
Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gary.
He
yeah.
said that he would.
Your assassin friend.
Yeah. You gotta just not say that out loud. But he said that he would help us go to the island. He actually expressed that there is some form of teleportation on that island.
So now the island is our location again.
Yes, but
This seems like a wasted day.
we're gonna meet him in about 2 hours. So we got some time. If you'd like, we can go track down your friend, see what kind of business he's up to.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to go there anyway. I mean, we want to go there anyways. And if the teleportation circle is there, why not? Just go see
I
what it
do
is.
also have an interest in our friend at the Red Cask.
Did you find anything interesting at the library?
No, it's a bunch of.
I pull out my book and I kind of go through the pages of Tasteful Nudes and Tapestries.
Yeah, Guanapo had a great time.
You said you didn't find anything great. Guanapo's got a gold mine right here.
I did not look at the books. I left that to old Guanapo over here. But yeah, I think we should be on our way. If you want to show me where you last saw that fellow, maybe we can do a little recon.
Well, I last actually had eyes on him as he was leaving his shop, and then I tried to follow his footsteps, but well, there's a lot of foot traffic, and a savant I am not at tracking.
You want to go show me maybe, and we can see what we can do, and
Sure, if you think you're up to the task.
yeah, I think I could at least do a little looking, if not in his shop. We can see what he's up to at the very minimum.
He did say he would be gone for 20 minutes, and I do believe 20 minutes have already passed.
Yeah, chances are
There's a
he's
fair
gonna
chance
be
he's
back.
already back.
Chances are he's gonna be back.
So, in light of that, I think that our only clear forward path is to capture him and torture him and selling us.
Oh my goodness. I don't mind walking in and just asking him.
I can give way to my darkest sides, and you guys won't even have to know.
I don't need to deal with torture and stuff.
You
That's
don't have
just
to.
Bad.
Said the assassin. Don't judge me.
Friendly assassin.
Friendly. That is a misnomer, sir.
I don't know about it. Let's get on our way. At the very least, let's get out of here. You know, I'm not feeling the vibe in the hall. Yeah.
Where you guys going?
To the inn.
We're gonna make our way back to the red.
No, we're gonna want to follow this
Red
track.
casket.
Trying to follow his tracks to where he went. Or are we going in?
You're so very welcome here. How may I help you? He's very clearly back.
Right. So we noticed you stepped out earlier.
I did.
What did you have?
That's a question for another time.
There seems to be this other magical time in which we can actually converse. Would you be mind telling me when that is?
No.
You wouldn't mind. Great. Then please do tell me.
No.
Rude.
I would not have liked to have walked in.
That wasn't a sentence.
I would have not liked to have walked in.
That's
You
still
would like to have not walked in.
Yes. I don't want to go in this fucking place.
I didn't think we
My
were
goal-
either. He just kind of put us
okay.
in.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're... Okay.
My
fast
goal
forward.
was to have him point out
Footsteps.
the initial tracks to me,
Okay.
Yes.
or B, you could distract him and I will turn into an
Dogs are
insect.
just getting clumsy around here.
And go scope out some of the back
Alright.
rooms he has and see what's up.
One day.
But maybe we should follow the footsteps first, just to see. I don't mind doing that if you want to
Absolutely.
point them out to me.
Can I still see the footsteps? Are they still there?
Make a nature check.
Devin, pick a die.
Pick a die.
Quick.
Pick a die.
Quick! I picked good!
21.
Yeah, you can see the steps. You remember them. You actually remember their place. It's that keen mind. And you kind of like pick them out and da-da-da-da, and then you take them to the place where you lost them. And
Yeah, see, this is like a little cross section right here where there's just a lot of
Yeah.
foot traffic.
Can I take a look and just
Make
see,
a nature check.
do a little bit of
Guidance. Can I cast guidance?
Some,
Cast
uh,
guidance. Can I cast guidance?
Did just you two leave?
I don't know who's with
You
us.
don't
yeah, whoever's with is whoever's with.
I pretty much follow Phan unless I have an objective.
Okay.
So.
I stay behind.
Wow.
What type of terrain are we in technically? In the city?
Coastal.
That's one of my
Forest.
favorite terrains. It
Coastal
should
forest.
be easier for me to track. And forest is one of my favorite
You
terrains.
say
Are you
nature
assisting?
Yes.
in
Does this
not.
get advantage in?
He either gets advantage or you just get advantage by yourself. If I'm
Hold
not
on,
mistaken.
hold
Can't be lost. Can't be slowed down.
Here, I can tell you what it says exactly.
Yeah.
You have a favorite terrain type. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient skills when you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to it. While traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group doesn't become lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you are engaged in another activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace while alone. You find twice as much food while foraging, and while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Looking at the footprints, there's a roughly human male about 30-ish minutes ago.
Tell if you have a penis.
And he probably weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of 160-ish pounds.
Does that match up with our
Yeah,
broadcast?
yeah, that sounds like your guy.
Okay. Do we see where it's leading to?
I'll let you make a survival check, which means that you would add your proficiency bonus basically to the check.
How do I?
Your proficiency bonus should be on the top right of your page.
Okay. Wait, top left. Yeah.
Top left.
So add it onto my.
Yeah, because you're already proficient in survival, right?
Yeah.
So you're just adding double.
24.
Total?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, as you and Phan kind of like crouch down together, and it really just looks like Phan's trying to help you with something, like with your shoe or something, almost like a father and a child. But really, you guys are kind of investigating this and trying to not be obvious about it. You pick up on the footprints and you're like, yeah, these must be him, and you kind of tug at his shirt and try to pull him in the direction. You guys want to follow it?
Yeah.
Are we all together?
No, she said she stayed back.
You
Yeah,
stay
me
back?
and Lucas stayed back.
Okay. You guys traipse forward, you three traipse forward, for probably about 10 minutes. And then the footprints double back and back the way that you came.
At what
Detect
point?
magic.
At what,
It's pretty much the fringes of the city, like where the wall is at. And it pretty much like hits the wall and then
does it? I mean, this is very minute, but can I tell if like his footprints seem a little bit more like heavier in that one spot where he stopped before turning, or does it just look the
Yeah,
same?
just footsteps, just like stopping and literally. Just,
yeah, no, it looks like he kind of stood in one spot for a second and then turned around and looked in another direction.
Detect magic.
There's no magic. Except for what you guys carry.
Is there anything interesting about the wall or where the footprints are facing? Just looking at it.
Make a investigation check. Or I guess that would be a perception because you're just trying to perceive something weird. So I'm not investigating a particular.
Since
item.
I'm helping her, can I help her?
Go for it.
16.
Yeah, it doesn't. Let's cock as a motherfucker. That was my lowest roll of the day. 9.
Nothing stands out. It looks very normal. Nothing exceptional.
You said he was up to something?
I know it in my deepest recesses.
I mean, I don't think Miragwan and Poe can really tell much. It looks like he came to this wall and literally turned around and
And that doesn't strike you as odd. There's nothing here to be seen, no do.
I mean,
It's
everyone.
not a common path just to walk.
I like to take walks.
Sure, but to walk just to this wall and then turn around, it just seems strange to me.
If you would like to go back, I don't mind snooping around his place a little bit before we leave.
We're
But
staying the night there, aren't we? Oh, no, we're meeting your friend.
we're gonna meet Garay.
What time of day is it?
It's getting into the afternoonish time frame, maybe
We-
around 1.
We gotta meet Garay in about an hour and a half to an hour or so down at the docks. We have a little bit of time.
There's plenty of time to go and kill this fellow.
Again, with the killing, you're just like, just like, here's a board, you're going over it, you know.
I think you're not assessing a threat properly.
That's might be the case as well, but I think we're fine. If you'd like I said, we can go investigate him, or we can be done with this and move about our day.
I'll follow you.
I trust you if you wanted to go.
You trust me.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that you actually trust me.
I mean, yeah. You've done nothing but nice.
I try.
You're
I do my best.
and you're a little creepy, but
I can't argue that.
but yeah. You've helped Guanapo out. We're doing good.
Well, I will go wherever you feel is.
We'll make one stop at his
Prudent.
place. I'll go inside alone, and we'll figure some shit out. And then
If
we'll
you
make
want,
our way.
I can cast a minor illusion of a wall
I think he would know.
in between.
Yeah, something tells me he's seen that one already.
Maybe so, but it's still just deliciously satisfying.
Yeah. We're gonna walk back to his place. Before we get there,
Hello.
Mike is too eager to do that.
before we get there, I'm gonna just say, you two.
See, he is creepy. Even the DM said he's creepy.
I think whoever wants to go talk to him should go talk to him. Give me a little bit of just take up his time while I can sneak in and do a little recon.
I will go in and verbally joust with him for a while. I don't mind that.
That's fine with me. And as we walk in, I would like to turn into a very small little rock lizard, and I'm just kind of weave my way around the corners of his place and into his back room, where I know there's no spare, not the rooms that he rents out, but I want to see his back room area, just see if I can find anything.
Anything that says employees only.
Yeah.
Did I see them go into this?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
they probably
We
don't
had
have
this
to.
conversation with
Oh,
everybody.
okay, I joined them.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
A pleasure to see you all again. Where's your tall friend? Not off sneaking where he ought not be, I hope.
No, he's actually still at the library. That one's a little bit of a book one, if
I
you
see.
understand my meaning.
I pull out my book and I kind of show you. Just kind of start to.
Very
Yes, Guanapo's
beautiful.
found the nudes. It's wonderful.
That is a rather popular edition of that book, if you understand my meaning.
I kind of inspect it for stains now.
For Phan's
Gross.
perspective, when he hears that, he best not be sneaking around, quote, do I get any hint that he might know where I'm at? Like,
Make an insight check.
that he might, like, because he's a magical dude, he might, like, have a freaking clue of what the hell's that.
8 for investigation.
The pages are stiff. But you're not sure why.
10.
No.
Damn, okay. I'll continue on my way.
As you try to broach what would be the storage room or cellar, perhaps a kitchen, you're not really sure what this room would be used for. You try to sneak underneath the door and you are met with force, like a thin veil of force. And as you try to press against it, it kind of pushes back and prevents you from sneaking around it.
Interesting.
Are you proficient in our Arcana?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Alright. Do I know if there's a room above his
Yeah, there's
storage? Like if I were to like go up the stairs and like sneak into a room upstairs and try to maybe
There are rooms above the... above
weasel
this
my
floor.
way through a crack and try to like figure out if I could like slip through the ceiling as a lizard. Lizards do all kinds of weird shit. I found lizards in my house.
Scorpions. Size of a credit card, they can get through it.
Octopus.
They're not a size fuck octopus.
Anything the size of their
They're
beak, they can
crazy.
get through.
Liquor.
If I have never gone on my tirade about those things, let me something.
They're the
They're-
coolest animal ever.
They're the most dangerous and terrifying animals.
They're pretty
Because
dope.
They're very
course.
smart. They're too smart.
They're
They
really
can
smart.
unscrew a jaw.
I'm glad we're all on the same page
They
here.
think that
Yeah.
they're gonna outlive humans.
They
Yeah,
are going to
they will
outlive
out-
humans.
they will.
They're going to be our extinction.
I don't
Like,
know
you
about
guys
that.
think it's world pollution or corruption or... No. Those motherfuckers...
Or
I'm
war,
gonna
or poverty.
look at
What,
our-
you
Did
think
you
they're
ever
like
watch-
plotting down the ocean?
Yeah, no,
for
they're
revenge?
just like, dude, did you hear Gary died? Yeah, fuck that. And they took Fred too. And Priscilla, you remember Priscilla? Fuck them. We should do something. You remember that thing where Will
smart.
Ferrell goes on his tirade about tuna fish and the other guys?
Yes.
Octopi. Just put octopi in every sentence.
The
and that
Odyssey
is-
Aquarium, they're having a hard time keeping their octopus in the tank because he
'cause
keeps
they're
escaping.
fucking terrifying.
I watched a documentary on the Discovery Channel as a kid when I was like 12, and it was like what the future's gonna look like after humanity is gone. And they said the smartest animals will be on land octopi, and they like swing from trees like monkeys.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
crazy. Like
That
they
is
did, like
fucking
they did
terrifying.
like, a little CGI of it like just swinging from like tree to tree, and it like has never left my brain. So
I would like to go upstairs, see if I can find any
scary.
cracks or anything, even if I have to
Meanwhile,
change
this way.
species
Um,
to fit into them.
Why
Yeah,
not
I
getting
mean,
us back on track? Come on. we're having
easy
fun.
enough for you to find
Yeah.
the room, and spatially you assume that it's above this place. The floor is rather well made. Like I said before, none of it's fancy, but it's all very practical
Right.
and it's hardy. God, dude, are you still? Let me ask you this: are you still a mousy thing?
A mousy thing. I was a
Yeah.
lizard.
You were a lizard before?
Yeah,
I thought you were a
previously.
mousy thing.
No, I told you I was a little tiny little lizard.
Okay. It would take you a while to get up there.
Yeah.
As a lizard, it would take you some time to navigate that whole process, but you managed to get up there. You're a tiny lizard.
You ever seen how fast tiny lizards are?
Where are you in the room?
Like when I'm like you want me to discuss
I
my
want to
navigation
know-
from the
No,
lower
I
loom
would like
to-
to know where you're at in the room.
My goal would be to get
Where
under,
would Phan go?
right. Phan would get under the door, and the first thing I would do is look at all the joints in the room, like circle the room, give the room a good little go on the perimeter.
While he is in that room, I'm gonna cast silence, like, at the door.
Which door?
The door he's in. Or trying to get into.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Things are gonna turn my way if we keep doing this thing.
Rat. 12.
It's really the massive foot that you're staring at that distracts you the most. There is a humongous leaning, a large maned. He's roughly tannish red with this massive full black mane that kind of wraps around his body, and he's looking in the mirror and like talking himself up. I see pride. I see power. I see a grown ass man who don't take no shit from nobody. What does that
Wasn't.
And
Taxi driver?
nope. I see pride. I see power. And so
Fucking know it.
that really fucks you up in the beginning. And it is hard to concentrate, even as he kind of like
Giggling as a lizard.
dances around himself. He's like, "Are you talking to me? You talking to me?
I'm a neat dude.
Right? I'm a neat dude."
Anybody?
What is it?
And we're just gonna
My
keep
favorite
we're gonna keep slinging all these little things.
Yeah.
And just trying to keep people on their toes. Anyways, yeah, no, it's difficult to discern a spot.
Okay, if I can't
Yeah,
find
I
a
do
spot,
too.
I will make
Yeah.
my way back down
I
pretty
want
quickly.
to, while I'm engaging this fellow, I would like to cast
To make a way up back.
Cool.
minor illusion, and I want to make
Too.
a door slam somewhere out of sight, like
His
down
was,
the hall, like somewhere where he.
It's not really a hall, so you're in a
Um,
rectangular room, and on the far end of the lengthwise, the hot dog side,
So the
is
lock
the bar. And
door.
then the door's right next to that, and then there's a staircase that goes up, and then the rest of the room is basically
I
the
don't
bar.
Godfather?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So then what I'm gonna do is
It's filmed in
I'm going to
Miami.
make the sound
It's,
of a
somehow
glass
intro
bottle. I'm
over.
gonna say, "Oh, look at that!" And the bottle
Mine was
is going
friends.
to drop and
I
break
too
and shatter.
love machine.
And then while that is happening, while he turns and looks,
Scarface.
Are you knocking it over?
That was my guess.
I am making the illusion of a bottle knocking over.
So the image, with minor illusion, you can either make an image or a sound, one or the other.
Then I will cast Mage Hand and I will knock over a
Great.
bottle.
As you knock it over, you see him kind of, and he turns and the bottle stops,
Oh.
and it floats gently up and puts back up on the shelf.
While they're doing
What
this, I would like
sorcery
to,
is this?
I would like to make my way outside,
Alcohol catching sorcery.
turn back into Phan, and kind of walk through the door.
Sorcerer, alcohol catcher.
By the way.
Yes, perhaps. Now, we can
This
get down
tavern wench will not get the best of me, damn it!
Brass tacks. What is it that you need? You seem very interested in my whereabouts. and
Yeah,
my-
you know what?
I'm gonna be very upfront with you. There's a lot of magic in this place. I'm curious
detect magic.
what you do.
He is very magical. His clothes are magical.
And
Do I detect the room
Is the
too?
doorway magical?
The doorway is magical. The door itself. It seems to be like some sort of shimmering field in front of the door.
We were wondering why you won't help us, for one.
Well, I don't know you.
Two, you seem to have an interest in some weird arcane shit.
As do you.
I mean, I sold it to you. I'm not really interested in it.
But you were carrying it nonetheless. And you capsulated it in this vial. if
We're
I'm
adventurers.
correct.
We use the tools we come across.
I do.
And I am a tavern keeper. I use the tools that I come.
I do
No, you're a
have
tavern
an
keeper
interest.
collecting magical items. That's odd.
Huh?
You're not collecting beer recipes.
You don't know that. He whips out a
Inside
piece of
check.
paper. He whips out a piece of paper, and there's just scribbling, and it has like you catch the briefest glimpse of hops, and then he whoosh, and it like folds itself up, and he just puts it back in his pocket. I collect a great many things.
That's fair, sir.
He just makes fancy drinks, even though he doesn't have a special.
Not yet. Perhaps another time.
Very weird.
I honestly just wanted to know where you were from and what you're doing at this in this town, as we are both travelers. I know you run this keep, but Yeah. You're
He gives you a
obviously
slight
not from
bow without breaking eye contact. Get used to disappointment.
here. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling. I'm just gonna like look at my arm and be like, I think we gotta go.
Fair voyage. Shall I keep your rooms at the ready?
I
Two, if I'm not
don't
mistaken.
think we're gonna need rooms. We're gonna
Very well.
learn how to use this teleportation circle and go about our
I
day.
wish you luck.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think he's telling the
Goodbye.
truth on that.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
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 And I'm just gonna kind of grab my group and just kind of walk them out.
And as
this
we're
way.
walking out, I say goodbye.
One more for the rest.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We tried. I tried to get
I
into
don't
that.
feel like we tried everything.
Tried to get into that
I
room.
don't feel like we tried everything.
Look, we're not killing a magical man in his own place. That just ain't how this works.
You cannot tell me that he doesn't rub you the wrong way. In a town like this, there's a man like that here? No, no, no. There is something seedy happening.
He rubs me.
But why is it our
Wow.
business?
What?
Why is it our business?
Because we are purveyors of justice in the world.
No, it's none of our business. Just like what we're
And we
doing
are
is none of
purveyors
his
of things
business.
that benefit us. And killing him benefits me.
I read in my book. Has Nabuntosh been hanging out with us today, or is it someone else?
Sure, I don't know what you mean by that.
Right, you've been a little feisty recently.
I'm assuming they're doing this as we walk to the docks.
Yeah. I'm keeping
Okay.
track of where you guys are at and like,
Okay.
you know, what crazy events might happen and what crazy animals might attack you.
Yeah. I want you to know we're moving.
Can I roll an insight check on him?
Make an insight check. What are you trying to?
I don't feel like we're
Purvey?
dealing with normal Nabuntosh. He's been
I
very
see.
feisty and hostile
Gotcha.
today.
Gotcha.
Okay. This seems like on par for Booney.
26.
Then again, I'm not.
For you being you. Is Nabuntosh
As
today?
Nabuntosh and as Nabuntosh's maladies would create, he's fucking weird and he's known to have mood swings and sometimes killing a bitch is on his list.
What I'm gonna say to you is that I would, if I were you, take that as an extreme compliment that you are playing to your character extremely well. Like that is your wife is applauding you.
I try and switch it up a little bit
Yeah.
from time to time. Sometimes I'm nicer, sometimes I try to do that.
Your wife is applauding your roleplay. So.
Thank you.
I will write in my book. Tell me more about these other minds that exist within you.
I would prefer not to delve so deeply into my situation, because it would seem that not everyone in our group is so open about their situations. I don't really need to share
Roll
anything
D20.
more about myself. Me?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're rather concerned about my situation.
7.
The man walking by you with the new scroll rolled out, you just grab it and, and then keep on in the conversation like nothing happened.
I do this.
He looks very funny. It's a dwarven man, but he looks old and frail and
I
skinny.
grab it and I cast mending on
I was gonna do the exact same thing.
it. Yeah.
Ready, sir. Perhaps a new company for you. I do say, sir.
Well, you didn't like her magic trick. I just wanted to
His.
show you his magic trick. I said his. I said her is.
Good day.
Yeah,
Anyways,
good day, sir.
Have a
Thank
good one.
you.
Sorry about that.
I
Sorry.
I don't like paper.
I can tell. I've watched you
You're
rip
like
up
a
like
cat
4
that, like,
pieces.
sees paper and gets angry and has to like chew it.
Ah!
Yeah.
Every time you have me roll.
I fixed it though. I got mending for a reason, Matthew.
I too have the mending.
Anyways, I write in my book. You might feel that way about our group, but have I done anything to make you feel like I have not been trustworthy or honest with you?
No, that's true. You have been a bright spot in my life. As this entire group, but I just feel like some people are a little more close to the chest with their lives, and I feel as though I'm entitled to that as well. I know nothing of your history.
Ask me anything.
Tell me about your history.
I mean, he doesn't talk that well.
I'm writing.
Oh.
I'm writing my book.
Okay.
Like I'm like writing.
He's
and
like talking and
yeah.
you're writing? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair.
So you probably don't.
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
not looking over my shoulder. You're not
I'm
seeing my hat.
slightly paying attention to make sure he doesn't get pissed off at you. Outside of that, I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't trust me that much, do you?
It's just
You're smart.
not going.
If she looks like a piece of paper for even half a second.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You never know what you'll do to a wing if you do it to a paper or something.
Bonico tells you, I was a smuggler.
Did Guanapo doing something untoward? What did you smuggle?
Anything?
Grapes.
I'm gonna sneeze.
I don't think I've ever heard you. I don't think I've ever heard you sneeze.
Light triggers it for him. Like he'll such.
When you walk outside from a dark room, it gets me every time.
Oh, that's
Sneezing
like
for
my
me is
sister.
like someone who shoots a musket. Like after you shoot it, you have to load the powder, tamp it down, insert the ball, tamp it down, and then even then, half the time it doesn't actually fire. So I'll be sitting there like
staring at the light.
nothing,
Make me sneeze.
nothing, and like it feels like the biggest blue balls in the world.
Oh my God.
'Cause, like,
He
I just
gets-
want to release.
He gets mad if he can't sneeze, and if you try it, I won't say I get mad.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Anyways.
back to the beer.
I just told you. I'm just wondering.
What did you use to smuggle? And is it used to smuggle?
Well, we've been traveling. I haven't really had an opportunity to do it recently.
Well, I've seen that you carry around that purdy pouch. Is there anything you're smuggling in there?
No, that's for personal pleasure.
Okay, fair enough. So what did you use to smuggle?
Anything? Mostly artwork.
That's not surprising. Do you ever deal in counterfeit artwork?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's-
He's like bird smiling a little bit when he writes it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You would be the type to do that, I suppose. Well, that's interesting. How did you come about Phan? An assassin and a smuggler. That seems an odd couple.
Yo, can we just chill out on yelling assassin?
I'm sorry, what assassin says what?
Gary's like, what?
I stop and I say, I've answered several of your questions. I think you should answer some of mine.
Well, several of my personal details were spout forth by some inane sword that I have no control over. That didn't seem fair.
All I know is that there's more than just you in there.
This is true. Okay. So, I'm a couch top.
Are you saying this out loud or are you writing it back to me? What are you
I will mind link response this to you.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'll just say that one. I am a Kalishtar, which means I used to be human, and eventually, through rigorous studies, I communed with an ancestor who bonded souls with me, and something else came along on the ride, and it was a little bit less than welcome.
How do you deal with this?
You've seen, not well.
Is there anything that you're looking for that would be helpful to you?
The only thing that has ever actually quieted the storm was that fucking sword. Otherwise, no. Even when I was living in my
And
other,
you would hear this, Odette. He's speaking out loud.
even when I was living in my other life, I still had these voices. They were still a part of me. I can't get rid of them.
Do they influence you on a day-to-day basis?
Oh yes, with almost every choice I make.
How much of you is making decisions then?
It's hard to say. It would seem as though they're not necessarily not me. They're just influences on me as a whole. Sometimes I get little bits of knowledge. I obviously get my power and my magic from these two beings. But sometimes...
Wait. 2 beings.
We knew this
Not
already.
one. I thought it was you plus 1. You plus 2. Okay.
Yeah, we made that clear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I made that clear.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that
You
in
said
the
like,
past.
how many souls are in there? And he's like, there's 3.
I remember that in the past. I just don't remember that being exposed to Phan.
Yeah, you specifically asked it. That's
Okay,
fine.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when he grabbed Dawnbreaker.
Oh, yes.
You're like, how many souls are in there?
Yeah,
And Dawnbreaker's like, yes, I believe there's 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Right, it's
Yeah. Elephant head, not the elephant brain, you know?
The memory's
Yeah.
not quite there. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm pretty sure the saying is Lexodons never forget.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Unless
Do
they
they
just
have keen
don't
mind built
care.
into their race?
No, keen smell.
Smell, you remember the smell.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is that a legit thing?
Yeah, keen smell.
Wow. I remember the smell of this
Do
shit.
elephants have a good sense of smell?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think the association is they have long noses, so they must be good at
But their
smelling.
trunks are so useful for like all
Picking
these other
their ass,
things.
shoving
Right.
their fucking trunk up another elephant's
Like our
ass.
noses are like noses. They
Yeah.
smell. That's what they do. But
Theirs
their
are
trunk does so much
hands.
more.
Yeah.
It's a lid.
They can
Right.
they can like use that stick that helps them march better. And all sorts of things.
Get out.
I do have use in my
Oh.
trunk.
Right.
Just a heads up.
Any further questions?
We can stop here for now.
At this point, you guys have arrived in front of the apparent storm. It's a small fishing boat with a single, like, small hut to protect whoever's piloting the vessel. There is a sail, and it seems like some sort of trolling net that goes behind it. There are a couple places for oars, but there's only one crew member on board, and sitting on the docks playing with the same silver coin is Gary.
Bonhomme is very excited seeing the boats.
So does the Buntash.
Right. Well, seems like we have some sailors in our midst. Are you ready to depart?
Yeah, I think
Are
we're all
you the
ready
captain
to
of
go.
this vessel?
No, that would be
Gary's just here to help.
that'd be Gamul over there, and
What's his name?
Gamul.
All
I
these
know.
G
Specifically-
names. Are you on the G part of your naming?
no, I legitimately am like creating
Yeah,
random
George,
names.
Gary, Gamul.
I'm creating random names and it just keeps on G's.
You are a fan of the G today.
Yep.
Who's Gumul again?
You recognize the name. The Tabaxi said it to you actually.
That's
He
right.
did.
Female dwarf.
But what is her role? What is she?
She is apparently the captain of this vessel.
Okay.
A little bit taller, a little bit slender. Tattoos everywhere, just all over the place. Standard sailing tradition. Hair pulled back in a tight, like, row of knots. Like, there's a knot on top of her head, a knot in the middle, a knot in the back, and it just kind of flows in this ponytail-esque fashion. Sides of her head are shaved with different animals on either side. Mean look to her. She has a spear that's mounted on her back and a large fishing hook, like one of those big, like Maui from Moana. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Figure.
Yeah.
Disney. Huh?
No, she's got like she has like a it's almost like a kimono, but a little bit more dressed to stay put under fast action. And she has a rope that's kind of lashed around her upper torso.
What was the Tabaxi's name?
I didn't ask.
We did that.
Did
No,
you?
we didn't. No.
I thought we did.
You asked, do you know a Tabaxi named Shiraz? And he came back and said, do you know something?
I could have sworn we introduced ourselves to everyone in this town.
Nope.
No, he walked
No.
off.
He bumped into you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go up to Gamul.
Okay.
Do you know of a Tabaxi in town? He was asking about you.
Right. I know most of the tabaxis in this town, since there's only one, really.
And what was his name?
What do you want to know?
Well, he was interested in you. I'm just trying to help the connection here. Maybe you guys are meant to be.
No, I'm pretty sure he and I are not meant to be, but thanks for the interest.
Do you know a Tabaxi named Shiraz?
No.
Okay, well, onward we sail.
Is this the lot you brought me? Ah, Jesus, that's the wrong accent. Is it?
You got it. You got it.
Right.
You got it.
Is this the lot that you brought me that I'm supposed to be taking out to that there island? And Gary is sitting there flipping the coin. Right, it's all we got. Can you make it happen, Captain?
Mike's so proud of himself.
Like, looks like he's struggling
You, like,
doing
paused
multiple
for a minute.
He
NPCs.
literally looked like, in his mind, he went,
Yeah, I did. I definitely. That was accidental too. Yeah, I got him. Right, you guys get on the ship and try not to mess anything up, and we'll be underway here shortly.
is anything here made out of paper?
Yeah, don't listen to him.
Right now,
And if you have paper, don't show it to him, please. However, if you happen to, do you have any other crew members? Just you.
I don't need any other crew members. Just need good old strapping arms here and strong back. Nothing can't put mine to.
Well, ma'am, if you need any help, Guanapo here, and my name's Phan, by the way.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice to meet you. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I keep running that box. That box. No, it's gonna suck.
As I'm getting on the boat, I'm like all clipped
It
together.
is
4.
very-
Like,
the surprising speed at which she moves, as she draws the fishhook up and puts it blade edge towards your throat and grabs your shirt and looking up at you and goes, "If you ever call me man again, I'll fucking cut you and both your trunks in half."
Oh, both trunks, huh?
And like pulls it back.
That's usually my joke.
One of them is more of a branch than a trunk, but that's.
Do you,
Not into that.
so, what would you like us to call you?
How about you just sit there, you be quiet, do a favor for a friend, and that's about the extent of it. That's all you need to know.
Do you have like a lover?
Yeah, we're gonna shut up and
She
sit
just
down.
reaches over and starts hauling up the anchor, unties from the bites.
I'm sure Luca's hitting on her.
No,
No, we can't thank you enough for helping us. We'll sit down and shut up.
I
Her,
can't promise anything.
Her deep brown ponytail just kind of like floats and trails behind her. Has very bright, like ropes that are tied around it in different places. But that really is the only bright part of her personality. Aside from that, she's very gruff, very blunt, almost rude, pretty much rude.
Rude is subjective.
As you guys cast off into the ocean, it takes you about half an hour. It's a pretty calm sea. The wind is blowing gently from west to east, right? Yeah. No,
You're the DM.
east to west. It blows east to west.
Which is away from the.
It's blowing away.
Going against
So
the
you guys are having to carve
Mm.
at kind of a diagonal, and then come back down and do another carve to get to the island.
You okay? You look so tired, Debbie.
Debbie's breaking down, dude. She's been drinking.
Yeah, she's been breaking down early tonight.
Yeah, you have been. Your eyes are very lost right now. I'm tired.
I would say with your guys' help collectively, there are no real issues. As small things do come up, she goes to reach for it and like a line that comes loose, and you quickly, wrap it back up and tie it, and you see she kind of looks at you. And same thing is there's a slight shift in the boat from a source that is not really discernible. You see some of the equipment that hasn't been stowed properly. You manage to catch it and secure it again in the same kind of quizzical, but impressed, maybe.
Oh, we get her.
She spits and goes back to the business.
I spit back at her.
Wow. You watch how neat of a person this
Over the course of about, I would say 45 minutes, you guys managed to get within about 200 feet of the island. The island itself is maybe 2,000 feet wide. You're not sure how deep it runs. The building that sits on top of it, though, is really interesting. From where you're sitting, it's probably about 60 to 70 feet up to get to the actual building. There's a staircase. There seems to be some sort of small landing beach, like a place that you could breach and then walk up a series of stairs. Not like it was meant to have boats actually there, but you could probably do some sort of.
So we only see the one building.
Yeah, it's just one
No
large
people,
building.
no footsteps.
You
How
don't
big
see any
is
people.
the island? Like, how big does it look?
It's about 2,000 feet wide.
Like, can we see the whole scope of it from where we're
No.
at?
Does
No.
the building almost entirely cover the 2,000 feet?
No, so what you're seeing is a building that's probably about maybe a quarter at most of that distance wide, and you're not sure how long. It is very gray. It's built from the same very granite-like stone. It's not polished. It's very flat, very matte. There is a very asylum feel to it, with the windows are all the same shape. There's not like a big fanfare from what you can see in any one particular area.
PH.
I was waiting for
I knew
someone
you were
else.
gonna do it.
I was looking around, I'm like, yeah.
But that's really all the more you can make out from where you're at. As you disembark the craft, she kind of pulls up as close as she can, looks over the side. Well, looks like you lot are going to have to forward it from here. Good luck to you. I'm not going any closer to this creepy fucking place.
Do you have possibly a dinghy that you could give us?
No.
We'd be willing to pay.
Just
kind of looks around the ship. Still no.
Just one question. You mentioned it's creepy. You know anything about this place?
Well, I know it wasn't here last week and it's here today. That's fucking creepy.
I write in my book, how are we going to get back to the mainland?
Yeah. Do you, if we needed a ride back,
Can you pick us up in a week?
would you
Keep the
have
engine
I know you are doing this as a favor, but if we were to pay or do something along those lines.
Now, paying, that might have the right ring. You might be up the right alley there.
Yeah.
Now, see, I was doing this as a favor to get it, but
Get it.
if you want me to wait here, I think we might be able to work something out.
Our thing is, we're not sure how long we're going to be here. Maybe you could come back noon tomorrow?
Noon tomorrow.
And then maybe noon every day after that too.
No, noon tomorrow. We will meet you
I'll meet you down here on
on this side of the
shore.
island.
Yeah.
If you wait, give us 2 hours of room there. If we're not back,
20 gold.
I hand it over.
deal.
Takes it. Pockets it.
And there's another 20 for you if you actually take us back.
Right. That sounds pretty fair. Well, good luck to you. Don't drown. Especially you.
Thank you. Does anybody need assistance getting on land?
Probably me. He'd probably be really hard to get out of a boat.
How
I
close
mean,
are
being
we?
a monk, you could probably jump out pretty easy.
That's
I
true.
like to think
An agile horse.
I like to think that you're like standing next to like the shack where the captain stands, and that like if you wanted to, you could just like flip clop and like jump over the side. Like it wouldn't be like a beautiful like grace. It would just be like a sideways like hop like.
Yeah.
How much swimming are we talking right now?
It's only about 50 feet.
Okay, I'll grab Guanpo, put him on my back. Just hold on, Guanpo.
I'm a little worried. I'm not very strong. The sea is quite fearsome. May I perhaps just tie a rope around you and levitate myself, and you can just pull me along?
If you can levitate, why do you need someone to pull
Because
you?
I can't levitate forwards or backwards. I can only go up and down.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I can handle
That's
that.
cool.
I can
So I'm gonna
handle
tie a
that.
rope around his like belt.
I'm just gonna.
Like,
I'm
he's
not
just
even gonna let him
gonna
do
like-
that. I'm
he's
literally
like-
just gonna hold on to it with my
Like
hand.
a balloon.
Yeah.
That's what I was just
A
thinking.
balloon
I'm
toss.
just gonna be like balloon toss.
Balloon toss.
That would make a great
Guana
drawing.
crow and balloon toss.
Yeah, Guana crow and balloon toss. Yeah, so I got Guanapo on my shoulders, balloon toss in my hand. I'm gonna wrap him around in case I need to use that hand, but
Okay.
he's in my hand.
Yeah.
While you're holding on to it, I kind of grab a little bit on the rope and do a little.
He's like,
And it's only 50 feet, so we should get this. We should be okay.
Yeah.
We should be okay.
we should.
I'll say with all the things that you're carrying, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
I'm weightless though.
I know, but he's still like trying to manage
Coordinate.
people and it's great because he's a Luxodon who's not very strong.
Yeah.
That was his dump stat, I think.
Yeah, I got a 6 on a nat 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, a strength check?
Yeah.
I guess it could be an athletic.
Oh, I'm looking at stealth. I'm sorry.
There's still that one, bro.
Yeah, 2.
Oh.
And if I struggle, I haven't. If I can't make it, I do have something to do. But
It's
I'm gonna let
fortunate that
you.
you have your trunk
Yeah.
and the
I can
amount of
breathe with it.
coordination. Yeah, usually like tells you. Guanapo doesn't fare quite as well. It gets pretty much waterlogged.
Yeah,
as
sorry,
you're,
Guanapo.
like trying to like stand on his head and like keep your beak up and like
You're holding on to my
he's
onto my trunk.
He's like going up and down. It's awful. You, on the other hand, horses swim super well,
It's
and
the
you just have
waves.
an easy time. Like just as
Hey,
your front legs
elephants
just paw through the
swim
water,
great
like
too.
you're. It's like watching
It's not
somebody
fast.
do
It's
the
not you.
aviator treading water, where like your belly button's out of the water, the rest of your body's underneath.
Yeah.
And, like you're just like gracefully like amateurs. You're not even using your hands.
You're just like this.
Yeah.
Swimming through
I
that water.
grab a second rope and I throw it to Odette. I'm like, Odette, let's train.
Too late.
It's-
Too late.
You're only like
You're literally
you can
bobbing
launch
with me.
like
Ah!
15 feet, right?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you're fine. I was gonna say your toes. It's like being dragged in that parasail, like when you do the parasailing off the back of the boat, and you're like, oh god, I'm gonna touch the water, I'm gonna touch no, okay, we're good. You guys make it to the beach. It takes a long time, and by the time you get there, you are thoroughly wiped out,
Yeah, need a little.
but not
Little,
quite exhausted.
Yeah, just sit on the beach, catch my breath.
Staring at you now is
Well done.
the stair step
Yeah.
hell.
Thank
It
you.
is going to be a climb to get to the top.
Thank you. I'm much better on
It
land.
does several switchbacks, the black obsidian jagged rocks that kind of make up the outside of this island.
Beautiful.
Very well carved stairs going through them, switching back several times.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm assuming, make your way up.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start going.
Constitution checks for everybody.
Oh, great.
Like, so
Actually,
they
it
finally
is
got you
saving-
bitches here.
Saving throws. I'm sorry. Constitution saving throws. I should give you a little extra pep in step.
Is this charmed or frightened by chance?
No. It's to see how well you make it up the stairs from hell. It's not far,
Oh.
but it's
All these dice have
dangerous.
7.
turned on me.
11.
12.
Oh yeah, your boy did all right. 19.
Luca barely saves. You barely save. You two, when you get to the top, fucking exhausted. As in you have a point of exhaustion.
What does that do again? Oh, where do we go?
The conditions.
Is this like a foresty area, or is this like
No,
a
this is
all rock and
very
desert,
rock,
desolate and windy?
very
and-
desolate.
okay.
Question. Am I still poisoned? Hmm. Hmm.
All right.
Why were you poisoned again?
One of the bastards that we fought.
It was a long time ago.
No, it was the battle of indecision on
Mhm.
Retcon Hill.
On Retcon Hill.
That should be, if we don't have a title, the Battle of Indecision on Retcon Hill. Man, you like history, don't you? That was wonderful.
Thanks.
You're just a meme generator. You guys get to the top, and you three arriving first, turn around and see Guanacro and Balloon Tosh barely make it up. Just lots of sweat, lots of exhaustion.
I wouldn't let Guanapo struggle too much. I would try to help out, even if that means I have to roll something. I would try to help
I
out.
mean, you could take a point of exhaustion instead of him, because you're already pretty tuckered out from the swim.
Oh Jesus. Okay, just kidding.
I don't care that much.
You get to the top.
Guana,
and
I got you later.
what you're greeted with is a lattice work of concrete or stonework that creates this grid-like structure, and in between each of the rows and columns are these patches of beautifully, perfectly manicured grass. There are shrubs and beautiful bush structures that come up in spirals. Some of them are in animals. You recognize multiple
So it's very good, like well
very
manicured.
incredibly well manicured. Some of the creatures that you're seeing are humanoids. There is one of a centaur, and looking at it, they all seem to be like grimacing or just have these images of like stoic sadness or frustration or solemnness to them that doesn't. It's not a happy look. There are stone benches, and there are there's a fountain that you can see off on to your left.
So are the people just walking around like aimlessly?
There are no people.
I would
Oh,
like
wait.
to.
These are all bushes.
I would like
Oh.
Like a
I would like to
grass
cast
filter.
speak
Oh,
with
okay.
plants.
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, so the cuttings, the people
Yes.
look miserable.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I would like to cast speak with plants
Okay.
while I'm here, and to do that, I'm just gonna kind of take my my staff, do my dirt rub on the tip of it. And I'm gonna walk up to the closest plant I see.
I also
and
do
just
pass without trace on all of us.
touch that
Well,
plant
it's on you
Wait,
and anyone within
on-
30 feet of you.
Yeah.
and ask Sylvanas to guide me through this conversation. Are you guys alone?
Nope.
Are there more humanoids, people like us?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I notice you all are.
Minnesotan over here.
Minnesota.
You all are cut to have, sad looks on your face, grimaces.
Well, don't you know it's just a pleasure to be taken care of like this, you know. The grandfather, he didn't get any attention like this. Died out before he was, I'd say, 100.
You guys are pretty well manicured.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
oh yeah, well cared for.
Any, just curious going into this. Are there any dangers up here? I'm new to this place.
Well, I'm sure there's dangers everywhere, honestly. I mean, too much sunlight. Did you bring your sunscreen?
Have you seen any, blood by chance, or any
No.
kind of?
I mean, there's a tree back there, and he's a weeper. Bad windstorm, and he's sap everywhere. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I understand those weepers. How many people live here?
Oh, a lot. Quite a few, actually.
A lot.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but you know.
We
What
noticed.
you know.
Yeah, we noticed you weren't here literally a couple days ago.
Oh, I've been here as long as I can remember.
Yes, on this rock, but the
Yeah.
rock was not in this piece of water, if you will.
Well, I didn't even know the rock was in the water.
Yeah, it is. You're
Wow.
on what we would call an island.
That's fascinating.
yeah. Learn something new every day, huh?
Every day.
Wish I could learn something new.
That's crazy.
All right. Am I in any kind of danger here?
I mean, I don't know, really. It's possible, but well, it's I don't know.
That's fair. Could you by chance warn me if you see something other than us?
Oh, okay, I don't really see, but if I sense something, oh yeah, I could tell you.
Yeah. If you just
Yeah,
If you
real
sense
strange
anything-
fellas,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You or any of your friends, if you
yeah.
I'll have this going for a little while. So
Oh, yeah.
If you just warn me if you
Yeah.
happen to
Oh yeah.
see something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
I do still have my longbow of warning on me.
great.
Yes, you do.
Great third level spell I just burned for this. Well, according to the spell, something more than that.
I mean, people come by,
Yeah, you're obviously
Just a plant.
groomed.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
someone did
well
that.
fed too. I
Can
mean,
you
man.
hear his half the conversation?
Someone did that.
Yeah,
to you.
he's just talking.
Not you obviously didn't do that to yourself.
No.
How big? I'm gonna put my how tall do you think?
How about you touch the branches there, bud?
Can't see.
I can,
Yeah.
I
No.
can-
Okay. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On your body. How
Okay.
tall was the person who did this to
Oh, a
you?
little lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there. Maybe like right there. You
Like
know.
to my chest.
I guess if that's what you call a chest,
Yeah. Okay, it's not just average humanoid. Okay.
I mean, maybe sometimes they're a little smaller, but
Bonaparte was gonna write in his book to you. Ask him if people ever come back out.
Yeah. How often do you?
oh yeah, like every day,
Is there a time or?
No,
They're
I mean,
newcomers or
you
same
know.
people every day.
like I mean, there's not like a given time, it's just kind of whenever they want to, I guess.
Okay.
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 All right.
Yeah.
I want to cast detect magic while this is
What
going
kind
on.
of?
The whole island underneath you lights up. Everything around you within 30 feet. Not the plants, but it seems like the rock itself.
I would venture to guess that someone knows we're here.
Yeah, that's fair.
This whole island lights up with magic, and
How's the weather been on this?
Oh, it got real cold a couple days ago. It was a real kind of like snap shock. I was really surprised. It was like really warm, and then all of a sudden it was really cold.
Yeah, fair. When he tells me that, I'm going to use my druid crafts. And I'm going to create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours.
Oh, that's real fascinating.
It's a whole different spell.
Yeah, no, I mean that's really cool that you can do stuff like that.
Did it work?
The spell?
Yeah.
GM.
Oh, I see.
Fan to DM. This is what I'm doing. It's druidcraft. I'm creating a sensory effect. So if it's gonna rain, it would be a little cloud with rain. It'd be a little cloud with snow.
I thought it was like a rock that told you what the weather was.
No. It would create essentially. The effect might manifest a golden orb for clear skies,
I see.
or a cloud of rain, falling snowflakes or snow, so on.
You get. It's like somebody took like just a chunk of the sky above you and puts it right in front of you.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell you.
Great.
Well, it looks like your next day is gonna be okay. If that helps.
Okay. Yeah. No. Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you did
Hopefully
say there was going to be a cold front.
Sylvanas.
Oh yeah.
You said there was a cold front.
Came from cold front.
Yeah, it's no longer cold front. Hopefully Sylvanas does you good.
Well, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're looking out for me.
My god of nature, but
Nature, you
helps
say.
me do this to you.
Oh yeah.
Do you do this to people often?
Nope.
Talk to them.
This is a first for me.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who gave me this ability.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't pray, but if I could, I would.
I've met trees that can. You can try.
I might give it a shot when you're gone. I don't want to screw it up while
Okay.
you're here. I'm pretty shy.
Yeah. Fair. Well, you have a good one, and again, just like scream or something if you get any feelings that are outside of us.
Okay, yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I'll let the other
Your
guys
friends.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Anyone that might be within a 30-foot range of me or something. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks.
You got it. Yeah, oh, you got it. Well, you take care now.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, have a good one.
The Minnesota goodbye can last hours.
Hours.
Speak from experience.
Youpers and Canadians are the nicest people.
Youpers.
Youpers.
You guys carry on, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we'll
There is
continue
a
on.
set, from where you're standing, you can see a set of double doors, like French doors that are made out of wood. There is stained glass recessed in about eye level, and iron bars that create kind of a grate over them. Just the windows.
Before we go anywhere, I want to say, guys, I know I play it cool often, and I'm very, very good at it. But I've been poisoned for like the last few days, and I'm wondering if maybe one of you can help me with that somehow?
Yeah, I don't have anything for that, but
Anybody-
I thought Luca had some
Does
kind
Luca
of
I do not.
what's it called? Lesser restoration, maybe.
I try and
I've heard
keep
of
it
that in
together for the
cleric
group, for the
circles.
party. I just want to be seen as, the indomitable Baboon Tosh or Balloon Tosh, however I like that.
Yeah, Bloomtosh pretty
But
badass.
be poison sucks.
Yeah, I feel that.
So if anyone.
I mean,
Wow.
I could give you like
Wow.
Cat's Grace or
I don't
Bear's Endurance.
think that would.
I could polymorph you. You wouldn't be poisoned until you went back to Naboomtosh.
It's not like it's draining life from me. It's draining energy from me.
Yeah, fair. I can reincarnate.
Luca looks up because I can't do Zoe. And
Luca.
nope. Luca?
There you go.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm not even gonna try it. She's watching right now, and I would just butcher it.
So Lucas says no.
She sounds like me, in my opinion, but much higher pitched.
You think Zoe sounds like you?
Similar. If not exactly the same. We're basically siblings.
Well, if you guys give me one more minute, I have one more idea. Just gonna.
What does Luca have?
It's gonna take a minute.
Lucas
Nothing to help in that situation. Perhaps maybe on another day. Let's find out. What? She can change her spells.
Every day.
No, yeah, they can.
Oh no, she can't do it every day.
Yeah, I thought it was every.
Level up.
Oh, yeah, every level up.
There's only wizards
Well,
that
we
can
could
change their
homebrew
spells,
that
right?
shit.
Yeah, if you guys would like, I can.
Yeah, no, she can learn it next level.
I do have a spell that'll allow me to see what's going on in a 3-mile radius.
Oh, she had those orbs.
In
too.
regards to like terrain, bodies of water, prevalent plants and minerals, and maybe powerful celestials, phase, fiends, elementals, or undead. Influences from other planes of existence. I can do that if we want. It takes me about a minute and it burns hell of a spell slot for me, but I can do it if you.
And what
if
can you
Luca
find?
has
As you
an
guys are
orb.
having this
She
conversation,
What
can
game
make
that
it fly
is?
around.
standing where you're at, you're about, I would say, 80 feet from the building, which in its entirety is beautiful and also a little dry. Like it's not very. It's like a government building. Like it's gray and it's flat and it's square. And you can see there's an inscription above the doorway. You can't quite make out what it is, but the thing that really catches your eyes is the massive burst of light from the inside of this building, and you hear shouting, and you realize like there's been this kind of low drum hum of like voices, and all of a sudden there's yells and loud clanging and banging and crashing as the light kind of subsides, and there's just lots of commotion that seems to be going on inside this building.
I would like to hide behind like a rock or a bush right now and stay close to her so I can get the benefits of past battle trees.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my wand of invisibility and go invisible.
Wheel it up.
What's the game plan here? We don't have long to discuss this.
I'm a little tired and I'm a little poisoned, so.
Yeah, I know you're not doing well, but we're also on top of a rock that somebody else lives in. It's right inside those doors. As we whisper to each other.
Maybe we should give a knock.
It's either knock or bust it down. I'd rather knock.
Do I want to commune with nature or not?
That worked so well first time.
That wasn't communing with nature. Communing with nature would tell me everything within a 3-mile radius. If it's fiends, undead, certain. It would basically give me what's here.
If I had to guess, this place is probably filled with magical creatures and magical beings capable of transporting their island wherever they see fit.
Well, it could be like some type of jail, because all of the plants looks really sad. There's
Alright.
a bunch of different kinds.
Let's back up a little bit. We'll
I'll
take
take a step back.
We'll take a minute, kind of away from the door. I'm gonna burn it.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
I don't think guidance will work on that
It won't.
because I have that.
Well,
it only takes a minute to
It's a
do.
thought that counts.
And I'm gonna sit in my circle and draw them out of me. Give myself a little prayer to both Sylvanas and Mathonway. You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the indoors, the spell gives you the knowledge of land within 3 miles of you.
In the indoors. You were in the outdoors.
Right, in the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge within land of 3 miles of you.
Okay.
Anything that's underneath us or anything like that, I get a 300 feet
Okay.
for caves and such. So So I'd like to make sure we're at least 300 feet from that door, but...
Yeah, I mean, you're only like 80 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects related to the area. I'm just gonna name these. Well, are there any influences from planes of other existences? Would be my first
As you
question.
kind of sit in this semicircle of druidic power channeling, you start asking your questions, and one of the it looks like some sort of maybe like a halfling shrubs, kind of like its neck like cracks, and you hear the straining of the wood as it starts to look in your direction, and it takes on a very warm expression. Your first question.
I would like to know if anything here is, or maybe this whole place is influenced from another plane of existence, not the material plane.
The island, yes. Not the people, not the building, but the island.
Are there any powerful celestials we need to be worried about, or?
There are many powerful celestials that you should be worried about, but not here, not now.
Do you hear all this?
You speak. I'm assuming they're speaking in a language you don't understand.
I'd be
Assuming
doing
it's
this.
in
I'd be
Druidic.
doing this in Druidic. What are the prevailing peoples of this land?
They're from all over. This is a sanctuary for lost souls.
Is that question number 3?
Thank you for
As the
help.
takes its original form of a halfling who looks like he's carrying something in his hands and just has a general somber look to his face.
I would like to cast Primeval Awareness then. Primeval.
Yeah.
That is.
Primeval would be like Old English.
I would let you all know that I believe that this island is not from this plane of existence, but the people are. And I get the hints that these people are souls of people.
Oh gosh.
More so than people. It's
As you say
giving me the
this, there's
chills.
a bright blue flash from inside the building, and you hear people shouting again.
So Primeval Awareness will tell me if there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile of us. Doesn't tell us the location or the number. None of them.
That's comforting.
Maybe one undead. No, probably not. No.
Okay.
maybe one.
I was just thinking about it.
I'm gonna go up to the door and knock.
As you approach
Oh
the
my
door,
gosh.
you
Yeah, I'll
read
go with
across
you
the
then.
top the cenobium of the Lady Grey and the Monastery of Lost Souls. As you knock on the door, it just swings in.
I want to look inward.
It is a short
no,
hallway.
I want to look in myself,
Oh my god, Matthew.
and I want to try and commune with the beings and say, well, fuck it.
Fuck it! Both of them. Both
Alright,
of
and
them.
I go.
You
Yeah.
walk in, and
I'm right with him, by the way.
as you guys step through the doorway,
Sorry.
it is the same stonework passageway, maybe a 10-foot ceiling. As you walk in, the room itself is about 5 feet wide. There are some chairs that seem to have been toppled over. There's a fruit bowl that is spilled out on what would be maybe like a coat-like entryway
Fresh
hanger. Fresh fruit. The hallway goes about 15 feet, makes an abrupt stop, and turns left. And there's an archway that's about 5 feet wide, 10 feet tall, that points into something. As you kind of peer around the side, you can see your heart pounding. You kind of take that like careful SWAT team corner, and as you look in, you can see a long hall with 3 extremely long tables stacked next to each other that run the length of the room. There are windows that go up about 3 stories that protrude or allow light to enter this space.
Floating candles.
No. That's why I was like, I can't say 4. Can't say 4. Standing on top of one of the tables is a massive, surly, dark elf who is standing there in a defensive pose. Opposite him, about 50 feet away, there is a it's a turtle, muscular, thin. His shell broken in some places, but it looks to be healed, like they were old wounds, with little spikes that kind of come out of each side. Deep gash across one of his eyes, and a whole smattering of other people that seem to be kind of at odds with each other. And you hear the turtle say,
Your secrets would be mine, old man.
And the dark elf just kind of poises himself carefully, brings his hands around. As the turtle lobs a fireball at him, you watch the dark elf turns and runs. The group kind of like ducks to the ground. Everybody around him just kind of falls to the ground to avoid the fireball. You watch the dark elf runs, puts his foot up onto the wall, spins and kicks off, catches the fireball, moves it harmlessly around him, and shoots it back up into the air. As he lands, his fingers smoldering. That's what I'll pick up next time. Damn.
Is the elf's name Zuko and the turtle's name Azula?
We'll find out.
I wanted to say something so bad.
Firebenders?
No.
Uruguay? What are we talking about?
I won't say it right now.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks for sticking it out,
me to end
guys.
it there, but
Time for us to go to bed. But I sure did have a fun time, you know.
Oh yeah, it was great.
yeah,
it was a real great
time.
time.
Minnesota
that plant was
oh,
really
yeah.
helpful, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was super helpful. Well, I mean, well, I always wondered about that spell, you know, because like if something didn't happen in its immediate vicinity, how far can it really sense, you know? Like
Yeah.
I'm assuming smells, you know, it could probably pick up on, but like you know, the roots can't go that far. Maybe 3 times, so like 30 feet at most, you know.
Depending on
I
plant
don't know.
study.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I've already given you guys trees to talk.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it with shrubs. See you guys next Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate.
Happy holidays.
Kwanzaa. No, shut up. Shut up.
We will
Happy
list.
holidays.
We
Happy
will list
Yule.
all of them. Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
You gotta be nice to me.
Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
Yeah, but where's the Yule? That's offensive to the Scandinavians. Anyways, take care of yourselves over the weekend. We'll see you guys before next year. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.